You're listening to Conversations with Cupid Radio on InstinctRadio.net.
If you would like to advertise your business on Conversations with Cupid, airing every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Instinct Radio, email us at shay@middleclassmatchmaker.com. That's shay@middleclassmatchmaker.com.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.
Hey, happy Thursday. Welcome to Conversations with Cupid. I'm your host, Shay, middle class matchmaker Primus, and I am excited about our show tonight. As you know, or if you're new to joining, Conversations with Cupid is a platform for singles. We talk about relationships and dating, and I am a certified matchmaker and dating coach. Tonight is no different. Tonight we're going to be talking about cheating and dating, or dating and cheating. What happens when people cheat in a relationship? That's what we're going to get into. So we have two new guests who've never been on Conversations with Cupid, so I'm going to have them introduce themselves. People just kind of want to know your name, profession, if you want to share your age, do you have any kids, that kind of thing, and then we'll jump in. We'll start with you, since it's ladies first.
Okay, I am Stephanie. I'm 37 years old. I am a social worker, and I have no children yet.
Okay, no children yet. Thank you for coming, Stephanie.
Thank you.
All right.
Tony King B. Terry. I will keep my profession at a G14 classified status. I work retirement. Let's just keep it in. I work retirement, but I do have a job. So I'm 36, no kids, born and raised in Atlanta. So yeah, that's me.
Okay. Well, welcome to the show. I mean, you bought tickets Sunday, so I'm sure you have income coming in from.
I got about 4 jobs. So.
You have 4 of them, but they're all G14 classified.
Yeah, well, I just say I'm employed.
Okay. All right. So let's get started. So we're talking about cheating tonight. So, I mean, I want y'all to be very transparent. It's a no judgment zone, because people can change. And I'm sure some of the things you're talking about was from your past or a long time ago. So no judgment. I just want you to just have a conversation with me about cheating. So, one, have you ever cheated in a relationship?
I have.
You have?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Have you?
No, but I have, let's say I've made ways to take a break from somebody so I could do my thing.
Okay, we need to get into that. We need to understand what that means. Let's start with you, Stephanie. So goodness. You have cheated in a relationship.
Yes, I have.
Okay, tell me about that.
There were 2 situations.
Okay.
The first, it was a matter of retaliation. Like, I knew my boyfriend was cheating. I knew there were other women, plural.
Wow. How did you find out? Let's take it slow. So you're in a relationship with this guy.
Yes.
How did you find out he was cheating on you?
I'm low-key a private investigator.
Most women
are. If you're out there doing it, I know. I may not say that I know, but I know. I have my ways of finding out.
Was he acting different, or you just...
No. The problem is, let me back up just a little. The problem is, when we got into a relationship, I knew he was a serial cheater.
He had been cheating before.
Yes.
Okay.
We were friends before we got into the relationship. And my thing was, well, maybe, he pursued me heavy. Maybe he'll change.
Yeah.
And, oh my God. And I was young. He's laughing. I was young,
Don't laugh, because we all experience it.
Yeah.
At some point.
There was no changing that. Everything that he was doing, I knew about. There was no move that he made that I did not know about. And then, later on down the line, another relationship.
No, you gotta tell me
more about this.
I'm trying to understand. How did you know he was cheating? I want to understand that. How did you know he was cheating?
Well, when you're in a little small college town, I went to college at Clemson. You're in a little small college town. Nothing's a secret. When you have a campus of, maybe 800 black people, we all know each other. Everybody knows each other. So, it was easy.
You heard it through the grapevine.
I heard it through the grapevine first from one of his friends.
Ooh.
Yes. He He's like, let me tell you what. He's looking like, what? He's
I
like, let me tell
experienced
you
that
what's
too. I
going
gotta share
on.
that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, let me tell you what's going on. Let me, you know. So he spilled the beans. So I'm like, okay. So I'm going around. I'm asking this one, that one. You know, people were like, well, we didn't even know y'all were together. And I'm like, oh, so now I'm a secret, you know. So after that, then the girl started being a little forward. You know,
made herself known.
Yeah, these girls, not just the girl,
Multiple
girls. Yes, they're coming forward. They're telling me, you know, basically not saying it like this, but I'm sleeping with your man.
So they knew he had a woman.
Oh yeah,
They didn't care.
yeah, they didn't care, did not care.
And so you cheated in retaliation.
Oh yes.
So once you found out, you confirmed it because these women were telling you about it. Then what did you do?
At first, it was like, you know, you're young. I've been exposed to cheating before, but I had never been cheated on.
Okay.
If you understand what I'm saying.
You've been
you know,
exposed to it, but not cheated on.
I've seen men in my family move.
Oh, okay, yes.
You know. So, you know, at first it was a shock, like, wow, you know, what did I do wrong? That was my first question to myself. Like, what did I do wrong? And I'm not going to lie to you, I spent the weekend in bed, like,
sad.
Oh God. Yeah, like, what do I do? So then me, being who I am, I carry the spirit of revenge. I really need to stop. But
What's your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Okay, you're Taurus.
I'm a Taurus.
Not a Scorpio.
So I, you know, I was like, you know what? Let me get him back. But the difference is, I didn't try to hide it. I wanted him to know that I was cheating. Like I wanted him to know. Like I'm not gonna hide this from you. I'm gonna let you know what I'm doing because I want to hurt you just as bad as you hurt me.
How did you let him know?
I told him.
So you cheated and came home and said, I cheated on you.
I told him. It was one night we were supposed to go somewhere, and I was like, you know, I don't want to go. I have plans. Plans with who? My friend. Your friend who? You know, so he's looking at me like, yeah, I'm
looking for
bold.
the choke marks on your neck when he choke you out. That's what I'm looking for.
You know,
You better tell me from Australia.
you know, your friend who? You know, so I'm like, you know, I have a friend. You don't need to know who it is, but I have a friend. So, yeah.
You told him.
I told him.
And was he hurt?
He was mad. I won't say hurt. He was mad.
Because I don't understand. It's like, you cheated on me with multiple people, so you shouldn't care what I'm doing.
Oh, believe me, I was every...
I'm just asking a question.
Two wrongs
I was
don't make a
every...
right.
Wait a minute. What?
You
He
either
cheated
gonna
on
accept
her.
it and leave it to the side, or you gonna move on. You ain't finna do no.
Sir.
Two
He
wrongs
cheated
don't
on
make a
her
right.
with
Sir.
multiple girls. Multiple.
Multiple.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
You do dirt, you get dirt.
But you don't get mud. You get do dirt, you get dirt, not mud. Then you gonna brag about it? Tell me.
I'm not bragging about it. I'm not bragging about
Did
it.
he tell you
But-
he cheated, or did
but-
you find out?
Did he tell me what?
Did he tell you?
I
he
found
cheated?
out.
Okay, so why you just didn't let him find out?
I didn't want him to
She
find
wanted
I
him
wanted
to
him
hurt.
to know. I
You
wanted
told
to
the right
hurt
one.
him.
She wanted him to hurt. She wanted him to feel the same pain that she felt. So she wanted him to know.
But how
The
would you know
thing,
he
the
might
thing
say,
about
okay,
me,
cool.
the thing about me is if you want to treat a relationship with me like a game, I'm going to show you how to play it.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I had to show him how to play this game.
So how would it have been if you had told him? He'd just been like, all right, cool. Now your feeling really would have been hurt then.
Yeah, I would
It'd
have
have
been
been all
yeah,
right,
I
cool.
took a gamble. I can't lie, I took a gamble.
That's cold blooded.
Hey,
That's cold
there's some
blooded.
cold cats out there like that.
Yeah.
That's their bloodline. That's their bloodline. That's how they
Yeah,
roll.
somebody was just like, yeah, okay, cool. Oh my God.
Next time
We
they
really
just
gonna
go
feel
together.
like crap.
Next time they just go to together, do it together.
Do what together?
You
Cheat?
bring your boo, I bring my boo. Y'all have a good time.
Then it's not cheating.
That's not cheating. That's
But,
That's
but that's not what she wanted though. That would have really fucked her ego. I'm sorry. That would have messed her ego big time.
She wanted to hurt him. That's all she wanted to do.
But if it didn't, then what?
But it did.
Now you don't want it cheated. No, it didn't hurt him. It made him mad, but it didn't hurt him. She
So
said
there's a
it.
difference.
There's a difference.
So
Obviously.
what's the difference between a man reacting angry versus hurt?
Because hurt, it really bothers him emotionally. Mad is like, you really just don't tell me that. Like, the fuck you tell me for?
So he
Just
really
do your
don't care
thing.
if he mad?
Yeah, just do your thing. You ain't got to tell me.
So he was just possessive.
He mad that she told him. That's all the thing. He ain't mad she cheated.
Oh, that's messed
I think
up.
this is my question. I think this is my question.
No, you don't.
Well, isn't there a difference between reacting mad versus...
Yeah, what's the
Here,
difference?
you need a mic. Is there a difference between reacting mad versus reacting hurt?
It depends on that person. It depends on that person. It definitely depends on that person. So I think about the same.
Is it the
hurt,
same?
Mad, I'm still going off. I'm still mad. So
Well, let me ask this. A man goes out and cheats with multiple women. a woman cheats, why is the woman wrong? But like she's supposed to forgive him, but he's mad not supposed
Men
to. Men
hardly forgive
No.
women. They
Like,
hardly
what is
forgive
that
women.
about?
I just talked about it with a friend last night.
Oh my God.
It's not our fault that y'all always forgive. That's up to y'all. Ain't nobody put no gun in your head and say, hey, you gotta forgive
You
me.
off the chain.
That's your choice.
is.
I don't have to make the same choice you
All right,
made.
speaking truth now.
No,
I
he
don't
off
have
the
to.
chain. No, hold on.
Just face it, we're less forgiving.
You off the chain is what you are.
all I'm
Seriously.
saying.
You said it's not your fault that women are more forgiving.
I'm gonna ask you for another chance you give it to me. I'm gonna take it. What the fuck?
Man, you don't give you one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah,
It is.
it's not a contract. It's not like you say, okay, well, if I give you a chance, if I ever cheat on you again, then you got to give me a second chance. That's a different story, but that's not the case.
What?
So basically he's saying it's a double standard.
It
If
is.
you want to forgive him, you can, but he don't have to forgive you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to
That's what
forgive
he's saying. I don't necessarily agree.
So a man, let's say, not you, but just a man, expects a woman to forgive multiple cheats, but one cheat can't be forgiven. What's that about?
I expect because I forgave you, it don't have to go both ways. Just because you forgave me don't mean I have to forgive you. I don't have to. Okay, I mean, how can you not understand?
But do
I
you
don't have
expect to be forgiven?
I don't expect to be
I
forgiven.
thought in-
But if you do forgive, I appreciate it.
Right, I can't say expect. They can go either way.
Crazy. Y'all crazy.
We built different.
Yeah, women are. I mean, men
We're
are
built
forgiving
different.
more than women. I mean, but yeah,
Women do forgive y'all more
More
than
than-
y'all forgive us. Very few men
Yes.
forgive women for cheating.
Yeah.
Very few.
Yeah,
Y'all
exactly.
are not
But
obligated. That's what y'all don't say.
No,
Y'all-
nobody's obligated. Nobody's obligated.
Wow.
Thank you. So I shouldn't have to.
And
my
you're not
eyes
going
are so
to.
open.
You're not going
Wow.
to. That's what you're saying.
And I can forgive you,
it's a
but don't
different,
mean I'm
gonna
it's
forgive
a
you.
different world.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you told us about your first situation. Now let's talk to you, sir. Have you ever cheated?
Nah, I haven't technically cheated.
But you have. You said you created some ways so that you can get out of a situation and do what you want to do.
Yeah, if it's a situation where, let's say, for instance, I'm dealing with a young lady and we having our trials and tribulations, and for whatever reason, it might be somebody who just don't start checking for me. Like, you know what, I want to hook
Cut
up
your
with her,
volume
but
down.
I don't want to cheat with her, so I tell you what, maybe we need some time apart. So that way, if it do hit off with the next young lady, it's not technically
So you the
cheating.
type that cause an argument.
No, I don't cause arguments, but if you women love to argue, I'm not with all that.
So you just let them argue, and then you just like let's just take
we
some
might
time.
need a break, and if she agreed to it,
Then you go do what you do.
it could happen, it could not. Sometimes it did happen, sometimes it didn't happen.
And do they always? Because I've never done this break thing, but when you take the break, when you come back, do they ask, "Have you slept with anybody since we've been broken up?"
I've had it happen once, and I had it happen. It didn't happen other times. So
She didn't ask the second time. One time she did. And had you slept with somebody?
the one who asked, did I? No, I hadn't. Just so happened that's the way the cards fell.
But sometimes you do, and they don't ask, and you don't tell them.
It's only been twice I've done that. So
Okay.
it's two different relationships.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we was over with each other because the girl told me during the break she was seeing the guy. You know what I'm saying? And she said she came close, but she said she did. I don't know what she did, but hey.
So can you trust a person? Like this whole break thing is like so complicated because like we've heard, we've seen some celebrities where they have a break baby. Like they break up, they sleep with somebody else,
Right.
obviously to the point of unprotected where you're going to get somebody else pregnant and then we get back together. That happened with Gabrielle Union. That happened with Ludacris. They have these break babies, you know. So it's like, to me, okay, I can understand we taking a break and you doing your thing. But to get to the point of unprotected sex with this person, that's deep
That's
to
a
me.
problem.
But okay, well, two things we all know that protected sex ain't 100%.
But okay, yes, we know it's not. But most of these babies are not conceived because the condom broke. You just didn't have one on. Like, let's just be real.
But a break doesn't always mean we gonna get back together. A break means that we are taking time apart to figure out if we need to get back together. Break could be a couple weeks. Break could be a year or two.
Break could be forever.
I'm not going blue balls all the time trying to decide if we gonna get back together. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna work.
But it ain't got to be unprotected.
True, but you know, a little rub on that thing wrong might get a little pre-cum get a pregnant too now.
I can't deal with him.
I
He
can't-
over there. I can't deal
Pre-cum
with him.
can get you pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I just can't.
you
I
spoon
don't
it in.
even have words.
your
to
face
it.
just said this nigga.
That's,
just
that's
said,
how I
"This
feel
nigga."
on the inside. Like, what in the... Oh, my God. Let me read some of y'all's comments because I can't take it today. All right. Michael Frank says, nothing wrong with taking a break. Darren says, trust is gone. D-Way, Amayu. Desmond Hardy says, forgiveness and reconciliation are not the same thing. I can forgive you and choose not to reconcile. That's a good point. Caloria says, because I forgive doesn't mean I'm putting myself in the same situation again. I can forgive you and move on. Michael says, most people cheat in one way or another. Please explain, Michael, because I don't agree. Love says, break equals done. Ingrid says, no, pre-cum. To your point, you crazy. Amayu says break means he about to break Shorty off over here.
What? Wait.
Yeah, break him off something.
Wow.
And Salvador says he said pre-cum. Anita says, so during the break, is there a conversation or we're on break until one of you makes a move? Okay, Desmond, call in, because Desmond says we need to address the different forms of cheating as well. True. Cheating and having an affair are different. You can cheat physically or emotionally. All right, so Desmond, call 478-569-6474. I want to hear your thoughts, 478-569-6474. All right, so they're saying it's different types of cheating, physically or emotionally. Right. Have either of you experienced emotional cheating?
I have, and I'm glad he brought that up, because, and I may be wrong, ladies out there, don't kill me, but it seems like when women cheat, it's more of an emotional thing. And when men cheat, it's more of a physical thing.
Explain the difference.
Women, we tend to, with sex, emotions are just tied. I don't care how many times a woman can say, I'm not in this emotionally. Like, emotions and sex just go together with women. With men, a man can have sex with a woman and have no feels for her whatsoever. Women don't do that too often. Why are you looking at me like
Some
that?
women do,
Explain
but
Explain what?
prostitution.
Women have sex all the time, and you don't get emotional.
They're on drugs and high. A lot of
Let's say escorts, the high class ones.
They snort lines. A lot of them are high when they do that. Because I cannot imagine being completely sober, sleeping with whoever comes. Like, he could be disgusting. He could have an odor. He could be they sleeping with whoever paying them money, no matter what they look like, what they smell like. They go and sleep with them. I cannot even. How do you?
Well, high class escorts don't really go through that.
No.
High class escorts probably the dudes probably clean. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Right. But a lot of them do. A lot of them do drugs too. They be high to do this because I just can't imagine you being completely sober just sleeping with any random that walks up. I just cannot.
There's a difference between going to sleep with somebody because I may like you, I may be attracted to you, and I'm going to make some money.
I think it's the way you have sex. Because if you go through the whole time of spending time with that person, kissing them, hugging them, or whatever, then emotions may get tied in. But let's say, for instance, there's a study that says most people cheat with someone they work with. Let's say, for instance, this y'all lunchtime, things are quick, bang, 15 minutes in the bathroom. You might not get no emotion because there ain't a whole lot of time being spent.
People catch on. Yeah, you definitely catch on. People catch feelings for those they work with because they know them. They're spending so much time with them. And they develop emotional attachments to those kind of people. Versus a one and done, I'll never see you again. Right. It's easier, I would think, to sleep with somebody you're never going to see again ever in life. Like you go on a trip, you sleep with somebody random.
That's where women cheat the most. They don't trips. That's why they go on so many damn trips.
Hold on. I've never experienced that in life. No. I don't even know what you're talking about. I've never experienced
Men are done. We cheat nearby. Women go away and cheat. I'm sorry. That's just.
Men go away and cheat. Y'all have guys trips to Brazil and sleep with.
But most times they be single guys. They do that.
Okay, Jack.
Most dudes don't sleep with somebody living in an apartment complex like a fool.
Have you ever gone on a guy's trip and the dude was married or in a relationship and he slept with somebody while y'all were away? You don't have to say no names. You don't have to say no names.
Happens.
It happens, yes?
It happens.
It happens. I know it happens.
Well, I mean, I don't want to back into the back of the conversation and be on. Basically, what you're saying, if you go on a trip and a married dude cheats.
That happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Bachelor parties, married dudes be the wildest ones there. You know, it happens.
I feel like I'm getting thrown on the bus because I wasn't paying attention.
Those same dudes, though, tell the truth, won't those same dudes cheat with Linda down the street?
Oh, definitely. Oh, if they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat.
Yeah, those are just cheaters.
But women going to take the extra precaution to go out of town and do it.
You saying women don't cheat close to home?
Some do, but more going to cheat away than they do at home.
Because let me tell you about women, and this is what I believe is true. I think women are smarter cheaters. I'm not giving them a pass. I'm not saying it's
definitely
right.
Are.
I'm not saying it's right. I think
they're more
women
detailed. They're more,
and they're gonna plan it out. They're gonna clean up behind themselves and plan it out. you're not gonna really catch a woman cheating. She gonna tell you she cheated. But you can catch a man because he's gonna be sloppy with it. Yeah. This is my hypothesis.
In the way I figure y'all kind of like cats. Cats clean up behind themselves.
And women clean up behind themselves.
Men dogs. We don't really clean up behind
themselves. And you just come home smelling like perfume, and it's like, wait, what is that?
What an analogy.
Exactly. I grant you that.
Well, we're not gonna do that. So it would be planned out. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna take my soap from home, use it, my perfume that I have, you know what I'm saying, and come back and be hair done. You know what I'm not gonna look disheveled. So we'll plan that out. Whereas you just like, I'm gonna sneak over here and get some, come back, and she's like, you got lipstick right here. You smell like, so you don't cover your tracks. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying.
More because men don't think of it as that serious as. Well, most of the time, real talk, when a man cheat, most of the time it's not that we just going to get some, or it's most of the time he's just doing something, honestly. But a woman, she put her thought into that.
It's a plan.
When a woman, that go back to what you're talking about us forgiving or not. When a woman cheats, she planned that shit. It's more likely she care about that dude. Unless you just got
it's emotional.
It's different.
But we're strategic we're just strategic in
Right.
nature. That's just how we're just strategic beings. We're gonna plan things out. I don't know. Y'all chime in and let me know, ladies, if you've experienced cheating just random. I don't know. I don't think women do that necessarily. I think we probably plan
it happens.
Because I've
Everybody
had
does
some
it,
women who I just met and they was with somebody and it was a one night jump off. So that ain't
tell
always
me how it happened. Give me the whole detail.
Just at the bar, kicking it cool, having a good time. She's just like, fuck it, let's go.
She's a cheater. Okay, so I think, let me put it in two different categories. There are people who are just cheaters, like men who are just cheaters, and there are women who are just cheaters. They just cheat. But I'm talking about like the majority of us aren't cheaters. So if we did cheat, it would, one, be because some type of emotional neglect, or, like when a woman cheats, we're pretty much done. It's like, I'm checked out, so I can do this. I don't know how.
The average woman, yes.
The average woman. I'm saying the average woman because of the emotions. If I love you, it's not going to happen. There's just like no way. Right. I don't care who walks in this door. I'm not going to cheat on you because I love you. For me to get to the point of cheating on you, giving my body to somebody else, I'm done. This is just me. I can't speak for everybody, but I can't picture myself in that situation.
I'm glad you said, because I was going to ask her, were you done when you decided to cheat?
I think she was done.
You done? So why not? So why not just move on?
She wanted to hurt him.
I wanted
but
revenge.
see, y'all got to understand that. See, that's how the ID channel got started, doing shit like that. Now,
what channel?
The ID channel. Y'all thinking y'all gonna hurt somebody back, and they gonna come. Some guys will hurt you for real trying that method. Why not
Let
just
me
move
say
on?
this. Let me say this.
They better move on.
Oh, snap. Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
It's a situation where it's like, you don't want to stay in a relationship and cheat. It was never my intention to cheat. And I'm not bragging about it. I'm not proud of it. None of that. But they always say women, we leave emotionally before we leave physically.
Yeah, we check out.
We do. Like, we check out. And, I was in a situationship, I don't like to call it a relationship, for so long where I knew dude was just all over Atlanta. Just
sleeping around?
Sleeping around. Like, I knew this. Like, I know these things. And then it got to the point where I was like, I forgive him. I'll do this. I want to make it work. I want to do this. And then after a while, I just checked out emotionally. I was like, I'm done. So then somebody else entered the picture. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, I can ride this out for a little while, see what happens. And then it got to the point where I was just done completely. So I was like, let me go physically.
So I have a question. How do you keep ending up with all these guys who you say that's been cheating on around town?
I'm a low-key private investigator. I have my ways.
Why you deal with them, though? And expecting them to do anything?
Why don't you have to go on a date and then don't cheat and then
No. I don't know these things going in.
You can put a tuxedo on the pig. That don't mean he ain't gonna get dirty.
I don't know these things going in.
He can put a tuxedo on the pig. I can't deal with him.
I don't know this going in. Like, there's no, like, oh, he's a cheater, he's a dog, he's this.
Have you ever dated a man who didn't cheat on you?
No.
All the men you've dated have cheated.
Except one.
One man did not.
Or that one you didn't catch.
I can't deal with him at all. I don't even. Honestly, huh?
I'm looking for a bell to ring.
It's right. It's right here.
Yeah, I'm looking like.
But it's possible. So I've never caught anybody cheated, but I was dating a guy, and his friend said, "Shay, he cheating on you." So.
His friend wanted to hear.
That wasn't his friend.
his friend,
Their friends
his
always
friend-
His
tell.
friend want to be the comfort guy. Come on, baby.
No, he was like Shay. He traveled all over the country, and he's got a woman in every city. And
He went into
he's-
detail?
He went into detail. And he
Details.
said,
Boy.
Really?
he said Shay, he cheated. And I don't know, but the dude that told me was black, and the guy I was dating was white. And he was like, I'm telling you as a brother, you my little sister, so I'm letting you know, dude is cheating on you.
So if he was a brother, he would have told you.
I don't know, but he told me on this
yeah,
dude. I don't know, but I felt like the fact that he told me and that's his friend, I gotta believe it. That's how I felt. I was like,
Did he try you?
Nope, he did not try me, and
Had they fell out?
I never told the guy was there. I never told him that old boy told me.
And
I
him
never.
and the white guy started having some kind of beef or something.
Nope, they were still cool. He told me. He said, "I'm telling you this."
Ooh,
I
he
need
ain't
you to-
right.
He a
Ooh,
super-
that dude.
I heard that happen.
He never-
I've been trying to watch my language. Can I say something?
You can't curse.
You can't.
He's
He's
ooh,
been cursing.
I have.
I can't deal with him.
I just say he a buster. Then I just leave it at that. Buster's not a curse
But
word.
he did. He told me, and I had to. To me, I was like, the fact that you crossed your friendship line, bro code, and told me, I gotta believe you. I'm not one of these that's gonna be like, I don't believe that. Like, I felt like it took a lot of courage for him to share that with me.
Your boys will tell,
They do tell
and it's always the one you least expect
to tell.
to tell.
Gotcha.
And that's the thing too. Like in every relationship, situationship I've been in, they've always had that one friend that they think is just like
Loyal.
their boy. Like, or he's my best friend. I was in his wedding. That's my frat brother. Blah blah blah. That's always the one to tell.
To tell you the truth, I'm gonna tell you, like my
Always.
men's friends, they always be like, "He love you, Shay. He love you so much." They do that, and it's
they
the same
do.
way they come to you and tell you that your man love you. They'll come back and be like, "You might need to look somewhere else." They'll do that, and I appreciate it, and I will, and I feel like you have to honor that and not tell your boyfriend that you got this information from this
But
person.
how do you know
Well-
there's some alternative motives behind
They
it?
don't, I mean, because you would know if he had an alternate motive, he would have tried me.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Question: if you still decide to kick it with dude, would you have told him then?
If I decide to stay with him,
Would you have
then I
told
would
him
have
that
had
his
to
friend?
be honest, and say, your boy told me, I think, but
okay.
because we decided to break up, it was no need for me
I
to
got
share
you.
that.
I'll go for
Okay,
that.
one other thing about this situation, hypothetically speaking,
Hypothetically.
you said there was no beef. Let's say, for instance, the guy who told you, let's say it's calling him Rashad. Rashad, because I don't know.
He
that
called it
name.
like Bill,
So
Tom.
Rashad tried to holler at Will's
Oh, Shard.
sister or Will's friend, and Will cock blocked. That might be a situation you never knew about, so that's gonna be his back pay.
Possibly.
But
I
then
mean,
if he didn't try anything with me or you or whoever,
Exactly.
He don't
That's
want
the-
her.
that's the
he
big
wanted
thing.
somebody else, so he feel like, oh, he hate on me. I'm gonna mess up their relationship. People petty like that.
people are, but
You gotta catch me red-handed. If I ever cheat, you gotta catch me red-handed. Like you ain't gonna nobody told you.
That wasn't me.
What the proof?
Video. That wasn't me.
well, today in today's days, you can snap a picture.
Wasn't me.
I'd rather somebody snap a picture. No, it's gonna be.
I
you.
look like
No, I don't
everybody.
need a picture. I need a video. Cause picture I can Photoshop.
You want a video?
I want a video. Like, hey, my name Tony. I'm about to have sex with this girl named Keisha. Okay, I did it.
I still ain't admit it. Still ain't me.
All right,
Video.
Let me read some of y'all's comments.
oh goodness.
All right. What did Desmond said Amayu is a comedian, so let me find her comment. I don't know what she's talking about. Michael says women excusing women by saying they have one foot out the door, expecting them to cheat. Love says women cheat when neglected, men cheat because of opportunity. Do y'all agree?
Nope.
I think she's on to
I
something.
agree
Nope.
to some extent.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of opportunities, and I've been in relationships. I ain't never cheated.
Well, I'm gonna say, I guess they said men, but I think once you reach a level of maturity, it kind of changes. But that's definitely how it starts off as a young boy. You know what I'm saying? It's just something to do. I mean, I didn't plan on cheating on her. I didn't plan on going to this, but the girl bad. We leaving the club tilted. I'm gonna go over here.
It's
So I'm
opportunity.
gonna agree with that.
It's
Yeah,
a choice.
I think so too.
Cheating
for the
is a
most part.
choice.
But as you get an age,
Oh, they want to
maturity,
know
though-
your name, Tony, because they keep saying, "Who's the man? He's handsome." So please,
Clap
please
it up.
reintroduce yourself.
Hey, yeah, Tony King Beef Terry. That's me.
voice changing everything.
You gotta put that Barry
I
White
ain't mad
on
at
it,
you, bro.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
And y'all
Honestly.
can't smell him, ladies, but he
Oh
smells
God,
so
yes,
good.
he does. He
Okay,
really
tell us
does.
about
Stop
the
blowing my
cologne
head.
story, because you said you had a cologne story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so cologne store. I had just bought some new cologne I had never heard of before. The only reason I bought it because it had my birthday. It was called 212. And I got it, went out that night, sat at the bar next to the young lady. On some humbug, wasn't really paying her no attention. I was hungry. So she said, "Ooh, same thing these young ladies said. They like, you smell nice. What do you have on you? Nice looking man." So maybe about 30 minutes to the conversation, she's like, "I tell you what, I want to know what it is because I never really like to tell women what I have on. I don't want her trying to get her man to smell like what I smell like." So she said, "I tell you what, I'm gonna get a bottle personally for you, and you're gonna wear it when I come around you." So if we went out, she have a bottle in the car with her. She came over to my crib. She brought it with me. I wasn't putting that on because she already told me she bought a bottle for him. I put it on for her. She loved it. Crazy part about it, it relates to this whole cheating thing because the young lady was engaged.
And you were the jump out.
Jump off, rebound, the touchdown,
What do
the
you want to say?
9-man blitz, the home run, all that.
He said all that.
So okay. How did you start being the side dude? Like, how did this happen?
It was during the time where I knew I didn't want to get caught up in nobody else. So, because I had been in so many relationships and seriously dating people, and I was like, you know what, maybe I need to take a break. Enjoy being a bachelor. The only way I can enjoy being a bachelor is if I don't get my feelings involved, get attached. What's the best way to do that? Somebody who got somebody else. I don't have to worry about you. I don't have to spend a lot of time with you. I don't have to worry about a whole lot of BS. And for a long time, it worked.
So her emotions were with dude. If she was upset, it would be with dude. She just come to you to have fun and go back home.
Yep. Oh, go have fun.
And so that's all. You were the fun boy. You would just jump off. The side dude. Okay.
Excitement.
So how long did you do this? I mean, did you ever feel bad about it? You never felt guilty. You knew she was sleeping with you and going home and sleeping with somebody else. You didn't care.
Nah, because I didn't know them guys, so I wasn't obligated to them.
Do you? So I think as a woman, I'm gonna feel like some kind of way you sleeping with me, and I know you're going to sleep with somebody else. That I'm gonna feel some kind of way. You didn't feel nothing, like it didn't bother you. I don't think I.
Because I knew what I signed up for.
So you okay with it? You okay with sharing her?
She not mine.
And you're okay with it?
She's saying herself with me.
Okay. Because I'm possessive. Like, I want this to be mine.
I am too. That's why I don't put time in. If I start putting time into it and start putting feelings, that's when I could become possessive.
Okay. But
so I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, you kept it
Meet
at
out,
bay.
go have a drink, have about 2-3 drinks, get tipsy, go get a room, go back to my crib, boom, boom, boom. We go on about our business.
And could y'all have like a long-term scenario? Y'all doing this for months at a time?
Months? Yeah, I've had that.
And you've had
I've had longer months.
years
Yeah.
of being a side dude.
I guess. I mean, I'm not.
I don't know what you call
don't know if
it.
you like your word.
Quote unquote.
What do you call it?
Not quote unquote. I don't know what I am, but I mean, it's a long time. But it's hard to say because she's separated, but she's not officially. She wasn't officially divorced, and that was going on for about almost 2 years.
What's the male term for mistress? Like, there's a mistress, like women are mistresses. What are men?
That's what I'm trying to.
Men.
What is it? They have a name.
He said men.
Mistress.
There is a name for y'all. Tell me what's the name for Stephanie's question? What's the male name? Like if a woman is cheating on with a guy, what is that called? And they usually give them like boy toy like names like that. But there's a real name. I don't know what it is. But anyway.
Splackavelli, I don't know.
Oh my
I
God.
can't deal with you.
No, you didn't.
No, you never heard of
You never heard
You
that
might not be
song?
from Atlanta. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm about to say you can't be from Atlanta.
I'm not even
Like
from
Atlanta.
Atlanta. And I
Yeah,
remember
Adrian
that
says
song.
everybody heard Splackavelli.
Yeah.
Most women are private detectives. Also, most of the time, the clues and evidence literally fall in our laps because some men are very sloppy and ignorant.
Yes.
It's true. I mean, I've honestly never been in a situation where I've caught, but I've been the girlfriend that women have caught. Girl, let me tell you what I found. Or she's going through his phone, or she sees some panties in the car that ain't hers. I mean, it's like stupid stuff. Because women, when we know we're the side chick, we'll leave things to mark our territory. Like, let you know I've been here. Like a tube of lipstick, some panties, something where the other woman, the main woman, go, this ain't mine. What is this? Where this come from?
Too much fragrance in the bed.
That's why
All
a
that type
smart
of
man.
stuff. Y'all think,
that's why a
ooh.
smart man should never cheat with a single woman.
How about don't cheat?
Don't cheat with a single woman.
No, I'm saying if you gonna cheat with somebody who got something to lose. They won't be doing all that because they got something to lose at home. Now, if you cheating with a little chick who ain't got nothing to lose, she gonna do that kind of stuff. A married woman who got a man who might travel a lot, might have a lot of time spent with her, ain't getting her the business like she wanted. but she's happy with him because he makes her feel good, take care of the family. She not finna leave no tubes of lipstick because she don't want it to come back to her.
Okay. You
By that
sound like a
logic.
veteran cheater.
No, I sound like somebody got
I
schooled.
know, like he
Cause look,
knows.
I got a big homie who went through the same thing. He scooped me onto this game. But guess what his dumb ass doing? How he get divorced?
What?
He go cheat with a stripper who ain't got nothing to lose.
And the stripper gonna call the house. I'm sleeping with your husband.
Leaving videos all on the phone. Wife done found the videos. I'm like, big homie, what happened? He was like, man, I know I told you better, but I shouldn't have did.
He
that.
told you
He was like,
what
man,
to do.
he gave me the game. He said, man, if you ever step out, man, make sure you do it the right way, man. This is before he
There's
did
a right way.
This is before he
Yeah,
did
it is. I need
So
right.
There's
the
a
way
right
before-
way to cheat.
It's
There are
rules to the
instructions
game.
to
Oh, it definitely
It's rules
goes
to
to
the
yes.
game now.
Let me-
How do you learn these so-called
You
rules?
just know, just like you learn how to be a man. Just certain things you know, like by cheating. I think I was thinking about writing a book. Like certain, even if
you
you
know
cheat,
how to cheat, Jack.
I'm the best at it. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay, I'm joking. I'm just saying.
Don't brag about
I
it.
know.
Brag.
He gonna write a book on it. Okay, what are the rules?
You got certain things like if I'm with a woman, I'm cheating. Like you don't ride no other woman in your car. You don't bring no other woman back to your house.
Definitely
you don't,
not that.
You don't really try to get a side chick, nothing to be able to say to your wifey. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. You can't. I've been to your house. I've been whatever they try to say. That's my thing. If I'm a cheat, I feel like one day they gonna get together. They gonna bump heads. If I ain't willing to leave my woman for you, then you ain't finna have nothing on her.
So
y'all
what
do.
you just go to her house or go to a hotel or?
Yeah, whatever the situation may be, her house, hotel, another bit. You just
Don't use your credit card.
don't use. I mean, but you don't want to. I think one main rule is you don't want her to have nothing on your wife. I mean,
Leverage.
yeah, you don't want her to be able to come back. Other than that, it's gonna be hard for her to receive it. You know what I'm saying? You cheat, and you better cheat up.
Cheat up, not down.
You better cheat up.
Men
Nah,
rarely
Nah,
cheat up.
No, but see, that's
You
the
said
thing.
men rarely
They
cheat up.
rarely cheat up.
See, what y'all got to realize is that sometimes it ain't about that. That's where it comes to what you talked about earlier about trying to fill a void. Like, is certain thing we missing versus opportunity. Some guys, you not giving me some. She giving me some with this understanding my daily job, what I go through at work. She giving me that. So she might not look good as you, but she makes me feel better than you make me
Then
feel.
go with her.
Then
Just
go be
then
with her.
Don't cheat.
Leave
Just
me alone.
leave me and
Yeah.
go with her. Since she giving you that you need so much.
But she only
Nah.
give me that
20%.
that 40%.
And you leaving
give me
this 80 for this 20.
It ain't always 80-20. Sometimes it's 51-49. Let's be honest.
If she giving you that much, where you can jeopardize what we have, go with her.
Yeah,
Just
leave.
be with her.
I ain't saying I'd do it. I'm just saying why men would do it.
Okay. I just feel like just go. Just be with that person. Why have me here?
But what if it's a sexual thing? What if you
Then
ain't?
get it all from her.
Bye.
Just get it all from her.
But she ain't offering nothing else but some sex, and you ate a stranger with it.
I don't know. Personally,
See,
I
that's
don't
where
know.
I have a problem.
So if a woman is not pleasing you sexually, you feel like it's okay to get that from somebody else.
I'm not saying I do, because she gonna give me some, especially my wife. Oh, you give me some. But you're not supposed to withhold in the bedroom.
That's what the Bible
And
says.
that was
Exactly, you're not supposed to withhold. So we got some.
You know how y'all like to go to the Bible.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What it say?
Your body belongs to your
What
husband.
is-
Yeah.
Your body belongs
Now I
to
ain't
him.
gonna rape you, but it's gonna be some pressure.
This dude, man.
There's some pressure.
Ain't gonna be some,
He says it's gonna be some pressure.
ain't gonna be some pressure up in that camp. You gonna get tired of waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, the porno playing, and me
Oh,
pleasure
God.
myself. You laying there like,
Oh
what's
my
wrong
God, I
with you?
cannot
got
do
Baby,
it.
I need something. I want something. I'm giving you all the signs.
Well, if she's giving you all of this stuff, this other woman is giving you all of this stuff physically, go be with her.
Why you can't give it to me physically?
Who?
I
To an
can't
hour?
deal with y'all.
Come on, who? Why you can't give it to me physically?
Let me tell you something. I can't speak for other women. I can only speak for me. If it's a situation where something's happening where my man isn't being pleased sexually or I'm not being pleased sexually, it's like we have to have a conversation. We need to part ways.
Go get
Go
another
about
woman.
your business. If you find another woman that's doing all these things and you don't want to try to work it out with who you're with, go be with her.
But she ain't doing that for sex, though. That's it.
Well, it's what you chose to go get on the side.
No, I'm saying,
Notice I use the word chose because cheating is a choice.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, hold on.
Choose to cheat.
I got a comment from Zaid. He says part of the major problem is down to the foundation. As a little boy, our uncles, OGs, etc., would pat you on the back if you got multiple girls. As little girls, they'll tell you don't be a hoe. I think that's a very good point.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. We are built, we are trained that it is hoe like behavior to cheat, to sleep around, it's part of it is a handicap for some women. Some women I feel like they aren't as liberated sexually as they should be because of these things that we've been taught, whereas men aren't taught this.
It's more of our culture because, I think in many other countries and cultures, it's very permissible for a man to have multiple women.
Yeah, in that culture, but even in our culture, in African American culture, if a little boy comes home, let's say he's 10, and he's like, I got 2 girlfriends, daddy's like, good job, boy, versus saying, no, you don't need to have 2 girlfriends, you just need 1. Now, which one do you really like? Well, you don't have that discussion. You pat him on the back and say, my son a pimp, and that's ingrained, it's training him that this is what he's supposed to do.
I can't agree with that.
Okay, come in.
Honestly,
They don't want to see you, though.
They ain't here to see Jack.
They know Jack.
I'm saying, though.
And if you're single, they really want to see you.
Oh, nah, I'm married.
Okay, don't look at him like he's married. But I don't see no ring on his finger.
Well,
Go ahead. Oh, you're not in the camera.
I'm not in the camera? Okay,
Right.
I just got to say this real quick. 'Cause y'all blaming the OGs, and I can't let y'all do that. I don't believe it's the OGs personally. You know what I'm saying?
OGs don't teach you
The
to
OGs
cheat.
don't teach you to cheat. At the end of the day, since you was a kid, more was always better. They gave you 1 cookie was better than that 1 cookie, more cookies. So at the end of the day, whatever it is your desire is, your craving, you go after that, and then you end up wanting more. That's just like you see a virgin, and they've never had sex, so they don't know what they're missing out on. And you try to protect them from actually having it, but then once they had that piece of candy, they want more. Now it becomes a problem of restraint. You see what I'm saying? You always want more. Now, your problem now becomes, okay, now I got to find somebody to lay down with and stay with, or I got to find somebody to fill that void because I want more. So whether it's male or female, you're going to want more once you tasted the apple. Once you bit that apple, you want more.
But can you have more with one person?
I mean, you can have more with one person, but then the adult side tangents come in where it's like, okay, I love him, I want to fuck him, but
Not F.
I'm sorry.
Can't drop the F
I love him, I want to make love or whatever, but I'm mad at the way he spoke to me the other day. I'm mad at the way he addressed this situation.
But I think more women are able to separate the two. I'm mad at you, but I'm not going to sleep with somebody else.
And see, that's the thing. That's the thing. When you enter a relationship, it's 2 people. So if you're mad at him and that's preventing you from fulfilling your duties as his wife, he looking at it like, I don't care if you're mad, I still got needs. You see what I'm saying? So there's the disconnect where men are more logical and women are emotional.
Ooh, I'm glad you said that. Because it's like you saying, look, I'm mad at him, I'm not going to give him nothing. Like me saying, hey, I'm mad, I ain't paying the mortgage. You going to pay it this month.
You sound like you might try something like
Yeah, he
that.
gonna get that. I'm gonna have to.
You might try that.
Hey, I mean, suppose people start. I mean, even if you were to get on some tit for tat stuff like that, at the end of the day, nobody's supposed to be neglecting their roles in the
Absolutely.
relationship,
No, it's
regardless
two
of what the
things.
case may be.
Absolutely. No, I agree.
I want to speak on that what he said. I actually I want to agree with him. I think it is the OGs and the older people who really taught us. I mean,
Jay-Z said that too.
I mean, growing up, who do you learn from? How do you know how to treat a woman? How do you know what's cool to do? How do you know what's acceptable and what's not? It's what you've seen or what you've been taught. When I grew up, it was, oh, you got another girlfriend? Okay, well, you doing it? That's how it was. I
Well,
told
let
you.
me say this too.
You got to get to maturity to learn that that's not what's
But
up.
because you were raised to cheat, so you're saying
it was cool
You're
to
saying
cheat.
you're raised to cheat. You're taught this is what's supposed to happen.
For a man, but
Everything
not
we
for
do
a
in
woman.
life is a learned behavior, I feel.
Yeah.
I wasn't taught to cheat though.
Why would you talk?
I was taught chivalry. I was taught to take
Your
women
dad,
on
did your
dates.
dad cheat on your mom?
No.
Okay, so you
That's
were not. and
you
you
just
cheat?
explained the part. Then you was taught.
But when I did, I was young.
Did you cheat?
Yeah, when I was young.
But not because
made a
somebody
mistake.
taught you.
Not because
He
somebody
cheated,
taught
he
me.
wanted to cheat her. He made it cheated.
I just wanted more at the time. Like y'all said, opportunity
Were you
presented
really
itself.
young, like a teenager, 20 years old, young?
Yeah, I was younger than that when I first started cheating. As far as the
But
definition
so
of it.
as a grown man today, you don't cheat.
No, I'm married now. I don't.
And what was the transition between cheating?
The transition was for me actually caring how the other person felt as a result. You see what I'm saying? Because at the time when I was making the choice, I just wanted more.
Okay.
Or I
And you
wanted
chose-
something new. You know, you either want some strange or you you
So
want
you
some
just
strange.
you chose. I love you more. I love you enough not to cheat.
I won't say it's I love you more not to cheat. I mean, you just care about the end result. You can literally destroy somebody.
Risk
Totally.
versus reward.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Exactly. It's like, okay, I don't necessarily have to love you. I could have had sexual relations with somebody, but I just don't want to see them hurt. So now I don't bring my new conquests in front of their face. At the end of the day, you don't want to hurt that person. You care enough. It doesn't have to be on the level of love, but you care enough not to destroy that person internally.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's where people need to get to. Because so what we're talking about is they're not at that point and they're just cheating. Why are they cheating?
In
That's
the
what we're trying to
microwave
understand.
generation.
Different motives. People have different reasons.
But you said micro generation cheating has been going on since the beginning of time.
Yeah,
It's not
but
just-
found-
and
it
that's
wasn't
what I
talked
wanna-
about
The
as much
reason why
then.
I say
Right, that's the
microwave
difference.
generation, back in the day, it was courtship. Even if they cheated, they knew something about that person. Today, you can meet somebody, like he said, at the bar, and in the next 30
They've been
minutes.
doing that forever.
But it
I
wasn't
mean,
talked about then. Everybody
it
kept
was-
It
their
might
business
not have
to
talked
themselves.
about it. It might not have been.
That's
But
the
people
difference.
have been
Probably more
cheating
back then.
since
Well, you couldn't
we-
talk about
since
it.
we
But
knew
today-
that we
Whole
could-
other families,
That's
not
what I
one
was
kid,
about to
whole
say.
other
Men had
families.
whole
Yes.
other families that people
Since
never
men-
knew.
But it wasn't talked about.
Since men
And if the wife
discovered-
found out, it wasn't everybody in the community.
It was at the
business.
funeral when they were putting him
Right.
in the
Since-
ground.
They could come to someone
Since
could come to the
men have
funeral.
discovered
Nah,
that a penis goes in the vagina, they have been having more than one vaginas. Like this
Oh,
is
yeah.
not a new
But
phenomenon.
back then, it was accepted. Even if you go to Bible days, Father Abraham had many sons.
You
and
jump way
many
far,
wives
didn't
to
you?
go with
You
that.
don't way far. It ain't really
I
been
mean,
accepted. But
if you taking it back that route, but you have to look at it as, when I say microwave generation in America, period, everybody wants everything fast. Everybody wants everything now.
Do you? So you think there's more cheating going on today?
Yes, because it's more accepted today.
Yeah, this whole
Back in
side
the day,
chick
the whole
thing is a
neighborhood-
real like phenomenon. Like there's like side chicks today are celebrated, whereas I remember growing up, and I did grow up in a household with a father who was committing infidelity, adultery, and a grandfather who had 5 wives because of infidelity. So I grew up in a family of male cheaters. So this is where I was conditioned, right?
But notice what you said. You said they had somewhat like 5 wives. Now, today, it's just side chicks.
They not even
They're
married.
they're not
Yeah.
even taking care of them.
Right.
You might not even get McDonald's.
Right. But and so it's a whole that's a cultural shift with sex in general. Like sex used
Yeah.
to be earned, right? Versus now it's just, hey, you want to do it? I'll do it. Let's go. You know, so that's a whole different shift. But yeah, like so now these side chicks are celebrated. People are like, I'm a side chick, and you know, and they don't care.
Right.
It's
They
no
finally
shame.
accepted it probably.
It's no shame attached to it. It's like, yeah, I'm sleeping with her man. I don't care. They'll tell you.
I know a
Yeah,
young
I
lady
ain't
came up off that movement. She had shirts made, wrote books
Yeah,
about
I
it.
saw that. She had
But now
proud
she-
side
but now she
chick.
got
shout
a
out
boo
to
now.
Tamika.
She in a relationship. Oh, you know
Yeah,
her?
she had a real. She had
I'm
a
in
real
one of her
relationship
books.
now.
Yeah, I
she-
know. She
she
yeah,
had a
she
relationship now.
had a show here.
Okay.
She had a show here. I'm in 2 of her books.
And
Black
she
Album
and
Magazine.
she's
Yeah,
in a
so now she
relationship.
gave up. She got her shirt say now, shit happens.
I forget. Yeah, I forget.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
I think I would be okay. So let's talk about this because you've been a side boo. How when a person who used to be a side boo, have you ever been a side dude?
Yeah.
Okay, so transitioning from a side dude to a main dude, or from a side chick to a main chick, like, is there a transition involved in this? You just, I mean, because you're so used to getting the crumbs, now you have to getting the whole plate. Like, how does that work?
You never
I
wife.
think.
I'm sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
Some do.
I think when I started doing that, I got into a, as you said earlier, situationship. Not a relationship, but a situationship, kind of friend with benefits, everything except the title. And that could have had something to do with why I didn't commit to her outside of some other things that was going on that I made a bigger deal than versus what she did. But it's hard for me to say because of the fact that since I've been single, which has been quite a while, I have not went into another relationship since I was doing that.
Since you've been a
Since I
side
do,
dude,
yeah.
you haven't been,
Been
the
into
main
a serious
dude.
relationship, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be different? Do you? I mean, like, how do? This will be my question. If you've been accustomed to being in a cheating type relationship, like, do you have trust issues now going into a real relationship? Do you think she gonna be cheating on you because all the women you've been with were cheating?
The red flags do go up a little quicker. I will say that. And sometimes I'm right. Like the girl I was with in a situationship. True enough, I didn't do what I needed to do to make her mine. But she wasn't open enough with me to let me know that she had started, like, entertaining someone on a serious level. Next thing I know, I get a phone call from a dude telling me, hey, you need to come get her up out of my house. She hollering and screaming in the background. Give me my phone. Give me my phone. I ain't never had that happen. I didn't even know she had moved in with the dude.
Wait, she living with a dude?
She had to move in with the man.
But she was still kicking it with you.
We was still kicking with me, but this is on the downside. She had already put it out there. She wanted to be serious with me at the time. I felt like I went into place as a man, whether it was financially or whatever, because I was going through a little time in my life to be able to be the guy that she wanted me to be, when ultimately she didn't want all that from me. I didn't realize it until it was too late. But then, she was honest enough for me to tell me, hey, look, I done started seeing somebody else serious.
So a dude called you.
Dude called me. She had a full mood in with him.
And he called you and tell you to come get her.
Come get this out my house. Because he went through her phone, so she had been calling me and texting me.
Wow.
She's a line. That was just a trifling ass female. Right
but I'm thinking.
So it ain't just the fellas.
No, but I'm thinking you will have. I'm thinking you will have. If every woman you've been with was cheating.
Not every woman.
But most.
For a period of time.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Most of the women you've been with, you were the side dude. They were cheating on their main dude with you. I would think going into a real relationship, you're gonna be suspicious like all the time, like because you've been accustomed to cheating, so you've been accustomed to these women who cheat. So I would think that you would think all of us cheat because these are the women you've been dealing with.
Trust is earned. To be honest with you, I've been hurt by almost everybody that I've known. So can't trust everybody 100%. I ain't talking about this relationship. I'm just talking about friends, family in general. So you can't just necessarily trust everybody. You got to earn it from it. Yeah. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to learn if I get a good vibe from you. Now that's up to you whether you keep it or not.
Yeah.
Question. I think that's how this started. Is it possible to come away from being a side chick or a side dude, or what's the situation to do that? I think that's what you're asking earlier.
Yeah, because we always say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but they are done. It's done every day, and hoes are turned into husbands every day too. Mm-hmm. We know
are they good hoes? I mean, good husbands and good wives.
I mean, people don't share that part.
That's the difference.
Yeah, they don't share it, but we do know. And I'm sorry, I'm using hoe loosely. I'm not calling anybody a hoe at all. I'm just using it loosely. But what I'm saying is, there are side chicks get married. Mm-hmm. Every day. Mm-hmm. All the time. And side dudes get married.
They be the freaks. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Because I think always you got to watch your back. If you've been the side chick or the side dude and this person decides to make you the main, you got to always remember this person is a cheater. And it could very well, somebody could replace you. Yeah.
That's why if I had one, hey, look, you break up with him, you break up with me till you find another boo.
Wait, so you saying if you were the side dude,
yep.
And I got a man, I break up with my man.
You break up with me.
We gotta both break up.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna be the main dude who's gonna get cheated on.
You're not gonna get cheated on.
Once you replace him,
then you can come back to you.
I'm really pitching.
So why you mad at old girl?
I'm not mad at her. I'm just not gonna be that dude to get cheated on. I'm not mad at her. Look, when you get our situation back to how it was. Remember, I'm a side dude.
The one miss from the beginning of that relationship when she moved in with the dude. Did you know she had a side dude?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. No, I didn't know about the girl who moved in with the dude.
It's two different situations. Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know nothing about it.
Was y'all ever on a one-on-one relationship? She always had somebody.
We was in a situation, like I said, we was the true epitome of friend with benefits. Like we did everything together except for just say, you know what, you my lady, I'm your.
So she always had it open where she can have another dude.
No, it wasn't like that. We never said we were seeing the other people.
Oh, but y'all were exclusive, but not in a relationship.
Basically.
So she was technically wrong for sleeping with this dude.
I ain't gonna say she was wrong. My beef with her is that she didn't bring me to the attention that she had started seeing somebody else. Because if we just dated and we had made this commitment, at least be open enough to me to say, hey, you seeing somebody. I don't want to be caught in a situation where we out somewhere and some dude roll up on us. And I'm like, hold on. Because he could have rolled up on me. If he called my phone, he could have rolled up on me.
And that's the thing with this whole cheating thing. It can go wild. It can go crazy. Because some men and women are crazy. And when their heart is played with, you can see a different side to them. And they can show up at your house, at your job. I mean, this happens. Like, on both sides. Men and women both can retaliate. Have any of you experienced this?
Somebody rolling up on me?
Yeah.
I'm a free man, ain't I?
Somebody said she wasn't wrong. You should have claimed her.
Oh.
Somebody said she wasn't wrong. You should have just claimed her.
I mean, I took my fault in there. I said I didn't claim her, but at the same time, she was wrong in her fact for not letting me know that, hey, look, I like you, but where I want to go is not going right now, so I'm going to start seeing other people. You have to give me all the details. Just give me a heads up. I'm going to respect that. That's the kind of person I am.
Why didn't you initiate that conversation?
Because I wasn't quite, like I said, I didn't realize that I was what she wanted. I thought she wanted more than what I was able to present at the time.
So you never thought to ask?
I can ask, but as a man, I got to feel confident in what I'm bringing to the table. You can feel, I hate to say it, I know it's a sitcom, fake reality, but one of my favorite shows is Martin. Martin went through that phase where he feel like he didn't have everything he needed to give Gina. And eventually he got there and he locked it down. He had a little bit more time. My time just ran out. And I get a phone call from somebody else.
Well, maybe she felt like, maybe, you know, if you didn't initiate that conversation with her, maybe she felt, well, he doesn't want to be with me.
Man, I did. I spent a lot of time with that girl. So, I mean, she, like I say, it was pretty much everything. I just didn't
Lock it down.
Lock
make
it
it official.
down.
But you,
And
you look
I
like
admit
you
my
had
fault.
a situation where somebody rolled up on you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, can you tell us about this?
It was a Valentine's Day.
Ooh, pressure.
I was actually dating a coworker. Yeah, it was-
Okay.
I was dating a coworker at the time. I didn't even know she was married.
Oh my
You
God.
know what I'm saying?
How long
And-
had y'all been dating?
We've been messing around probably about 6 to 8 months.
And you didn't know she was
I
married?
never knew she was married. I mean,
Like she married, living with dude married?
married,
Yeah,
living
worked
with the
together.
guy, had a kid with the
She-
guy.
Oh my
and
God.
everything.
She's
a straight-
trifling.
She's a real cheater, because
That's
most
real.
women gonna
She
have
good,
something
though,
at
but-
work that's gonna show
Yeah.
significance of her husband.
She ain't got no pictures up, nothing.
No ring.
Either she good or you slow.
Oh no, she's good. She was good.
Y'all were
You know
dating
what I'm
6 to
saying?
8 months.
6
She
to
didn't
8
tell you
months.
she was
She
married.
never told me. I mean, I met her mom and everything.
No.
Oh, what?
How you
Mama
know?
player too. Mama player too.
Well, in the
That's
end,
messed up.
she
Yeah.
tried to say that they were going through problems. They
They
might be
always
getting
going
a
through
divorce.
problems.
They don't know yet and all that. But dude popped up at our room at the W on Valentine's night.
Oh.
You know when you spend all that money, you get the rose petals on the bed,
Wait,
and the
so
chocolate and
she
the
must have got the
wine.
room in her name.
No, I got the room.
did he
This
find
was
it?
Valentine's Day,
How he
but
How did you
y'all?
find it?
That's
I don't
confidential.
know.
I sue the hotel.
I don't know
You put my
how.
life in jeopardy.
I don't know how dude found the room, but he was knocking at the door. I came to the door with my pistol, like, "Yo, who is this dude?"
She's like, that's my
She came
husband.
to
Don't
the
kill
door,
him.
and that's when she had to tell the truth.
Like, this is my husband.
Yeah.
I
So
you
hadn't
must
told
not-
you
I mean, but I opened the door on some.
about to shoot him.
Yeah, I'm about to shoot you in your face. I don't know what you're doing at my door. You're
Not in
not
the
bringing
face.
room service. You're
Yeah.
not about to help the
And the way he
situation out. If
knocking, it sound like
anything,
the police.
you sound like cock blocker number one.
Yeah.
So you couldn't have been knee deep by then. You was
Oh
still
no, I
getting
was.
there.
I had already got some.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh my God.
Trying to get into round two, but you know I'm in my boxers, and some dude knocking at the door. So you thinking to yourself, I know she ain't setting me up like one of these Craigslist
Right.
jump offs.
But
You
y'all been
know,
together 8 months, so you
We
probably
got
ain't
6
even-
to
work
8
together.
months in because we work together. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself like, okay, I know he ain't here for me.
So
What's
nobody
up?
at work knew she was married?
And before me, she had slept with 2 other dudes at the job.
So she was just.
So she was just trifling, bro. Now, first of all, let's not get past the fact that it was Valentine's Day and you married.
And you not with your
Right,
husband.
so,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let's not get past that, right?
You can't even do
So,
that.
but see, that's
You,
kind
now
of
you the day before the day.
like
I think you
situations
got
like that
Valentine's
threw
The
me
day,
off.
the day means y'all together.
Situations like that threw me off. 'Cause It's
Right.
like
Yeah,
you're
it would throw me
supposed
off
to be
too.
with your
Yeah.
significant
If
other
you
on
got a
a day
man,
like
you gonna be with him on
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? But they
Yes.
do things like, oh, baby, we just gonna get together on the weekend. Valentine's Day, Tuesday, we just gonna see each other on the weekend.
you can
'cause
tell your
gotta-
husband that,
Yeah, they
yeah.
tell significant others that,
let's
and
do
then
it
they
this
creep.
weekend.
Sound like you've done it.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
But-
but I mean, when it's in the middle of the week, if he's working, I'm not gonna be like take off early
Yeah.
because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
like
saying?
that. 'Cause they
But
because
the
my
thing-
birthday parties on
The thing that
February.
messed
Just
me
because,
up
yeah.
though, I would have still kicked it with her. Even it could look like some old lovesick dude stalking her. It could have been any of that. But when I went to do with the pistol, then it was no, don't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? That's how I knew she still loved him.
Oh my God.
That's what made me say, okay, you know what? I'm
You
out.
felt the emotion then.
I'm out.
She had paid
I'm
the
not-
life
So
insurance
then
policy.
she came clean. To the
She
husband
came
and to
clean
you.
to me, and then I made her leave with him.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to get up
And he
out
probably
of here.
kept her. I mean, he sounded like the
I'm
type
sure
of-
he
Kelly, you went through all
did.
that?
You
Probably
chased
did.
it, tasted
stayed-
to the
Yeah,
W.
Yeah,
you probably
he
did.
came. He stayed
She
with
was
her.
from Gwinnett.
Ain't no way in the world.
We in Peachtree Dunwoody. What is
But they
that?
have a child
Ashford
together. He is
Dunwoody.
not gonna.
Right,
yeah.
right. That's his
Most
Yeah.
men aren't built like that. I'm sorry.
Built
I
like
catch you in the
what?
hotel room. It's over. Finito.
Oh,
It
yeah.
depends. There's a certain type of dude
Nah,
that.
I
for
said
most
most.
dudes,
I
90%
said
of
most.
dude, it's over.
It's most.
It's
But
over.
90%?
Yeah,
Most.
90% dude, it's over. It's over. I caught you in the hotel. I know he just had you.
She probably would have got Ray Rice in the elevator by most dudes.
Oh, don't
Yeah, that's real.
I'm telling you, because I don't
Real
think y'all
talk.
understand
Now,
how
most
men
dudes
feel
would've
like
came
that's-
to the hotel
We are
room
very
with the gun.
territory,
Right.
and especially if this guy been a haunted with her,
Oh, yeah. That
and
make
we
it worse.
just had an argument or two, and you finna spend a Valentine's Day in a
Oh,
room.
Valentine's
That's
Day
disrespectful.
go down. Ray Ross.
That is
Ray Rice
so
will take it.
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
That is so
And this
disrespectful.
dude done spent a few $100s on you with the W. That's
I mean,
disrespectful.
at the end of the day, I got me.
Oh yeah, you going around too.
And whatever I gave her was really a gift, so it wasn't like I was looking like, oh, I need that back though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But y'all still had to work together after this.
Yes, we did.
Somebody said maybe she didn't just love him; she just didn't want to be accessory to murder.
I don't know. But hold on, let me finish reading this. All right, so
Somebody said she must have been super fine. Just had that fire.
Oh,
that
yeah.
wasn't that though. But she
Man.
had
Was
that. She had to have that.
I'm trying to remember her nationality, but she was Hispanic. I want to say.
he was
I
Hispanic
don't-
too.
Yeah, he was Hispanic too. I won't say
You
Dominican.
went with the
He was-
cartel then, boy. You chopped up so much.
Well, yeah.
saying something.
That's how he found where she was.
Man, she was bad.
She was bad.
And she had cheated before.
What's her number?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, she had cheated before. I mean,
What's her
she was
number?
married.
That was a long time ago. I'm gonna read some y'all
I've had
comments.
her number.
Actually, I don't. It's
I've
not.
had my
It's not.
same
I
number
got.
about
I got.
20 years.
That was 2 phones ago at least.
So Michael Frank says, I only respect your relationship as much as you do. Jonathan says, are y'all still okay with being a side chick in 2008, side chick, side dude in 2018? Michael Frank says he's okay with sharing. Trisha says, I don't like sharing. Amayu says, you haven't cheated all year, Darnell. Darnell is abstinent for the year. Today's the 4th? He
Me
said
too.
he's abstinent. You're abstinent too? Okay.
I don't know the way these ladies chime it in. Might not
They
be
like
much
you for some
longer.
reason. I don't know what it is, but they keep on saying how they asked, are you poly? You said no. Are you poly?
No, I'm Tony.
No.
No.
I can't deal with
I know.
that.
I'm messing with her. I know what they mean. No, I've never done a poly relationship. Now that's another thing.
Now that would be the move.
That's another thing. I would do like the threesomes and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not finna do a whole relationship. I can't deal with 2 regular women that might be on their period at the same time and argue at the same
Because
time.
when we get together, we get in sync. Yeah.
I really couldn't even be in a relationship with a woman that's ever been in a relationship with another woman.
What?
That's another story. Let's
Couldn't
keep
do
it
that.
moving. All right, Darnell says, I ain't about that sharing stuff because I'm going to try to knock the bottom out that thing. I can't deal with Darnell. He said, Michael Frank says, DOD, dick on demand. Caloria says, ooh, if this side dude was a side chick, these comments would be on fire, mostly by the women. I think it's true. Oh, Cedric says, when you are the side man, it's called a mister versus a mistress. That was your question.
Thank you.
It's
for
called a
answering.
mister. Kevin says men get sloppy when they stop caring. They get sloppy cheating when they stop caring.
Wait a minute. That's a chick that called me mister. I think she might have a dude. She'll text me. She'll be like, hey, mister.
I can't deal with you. No,
might have
we
a
just say
dude.
mister
do
like,
that. We do that.
hey chica, hey lady, hey mister. It don't mean that.
Oh, okay.
Letitia says Urban Dictionary calls it a manstress. I don't know if I like manstress. All right. She right, but dudes stay cleaning out their rides though, just for those reasons. Yeah, women do leave stuff, and men go behind. I'm behind on y'all's comments. Look up. Okay, Adrian says cheat up. Love says, men never cheat up. So let's talk about cheating up. This concept of cheating up. So do women cheat up? And I'm not glorifying cheating. I'm just asking questions. Do you think women cheat up, Stephanie?
I think we do. I know we do.
If I'm gonna cheat on my man, he gonna have to be
yeah.
better
Yeah.
than you.
Absolutely.
Do y'all make this conscious effort? If I'm gonna cheat on my woman, she got to be better than my woman.
But what are we talking about, better or better? Well, what perspective? Are we just talking about looks? Are we talking about financially? Are we talking about emotionally? What are we talking about? Because a lot of these chicks I know cheat because they man financially a lot better than me taking care of home, but they ain't doing the other things. So is that cheating up or is that cheating down?
Cheating up is total.
So her husband is taking care of her financially, but you're meeting these other needs that he's not meeting. Okay.
And I might not be as good looking as I never seen the dude, so I might
You don't
not
ask.
be.
I think women would
One
ask.
of them I am. One of them I know I'm better looking than him. He's
Honestly, I think I'm so petty. I don't think I'm cut out for this whole side chick thing because I want to see what she look like. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have questions.
So is
What
that
she-
all that matters is
No,
how she
it's
looks?
just
Not all,
it's
but
not
it definitely-
all. But I want to know things. I would want to know what kind of car does she drive? What is her profession? What does she look like? I'm gonna have
Most
questions.
women
What is
do.
that mouth
Most
like?
women
What is
do.
that mouth
Most
like?
women do.
What's crazy
I'm
about
gonna
that?
ask that. I want to know. I would ask how are we compared to each other? How am I sexually versus her?
Could you really handle that though?
No, she couldn't.
No,
Could you
I
really?
can't.
If
Either
you
way.
sat down with y'all face to face and say, "Hey, look here, this why it's like this."
No.
I
she
would
can't.
want to know. I'm not saying if I can handle it because I have never experienced this, but I would want to know. I'm just telling you how my mind works. I'm very competitive. So I want to know, you got this person at home, what is she like? And I'm gonna try to one up her on every level that you tell me. Everything you tell me, I'm gonna try to one up her. That's just how I am. So I don't think I'm cut out for this whole thing. I don't think I'm cut out for it. But I'm just asking questions.
I think for the most part, women do cheat up because they put so much thought into it. Men should cheat up. I mean, but like I said, it's opportunity. Yeah.
But what is up though? What if they up financially but not up looks? Or what
It's
they
a
up
holistic-
is that down
It's a
financially?
holistic thing. Up is holistically. It's not just one thing. It's something that this person is giving me that's a total picture better than what I have at home.
But sometimes the total picture is balanced, but the woman is a lot of times gonna focus on what she is better than her. Like y'all might be balanced because she looks better, but you make more money, but you're not as attractive. She make less money, so y'all actually balance out. But the only thing you gonna focus on, ooh, she's ugly. That's the only thing you gonna focus on.
That's what we're gonna look at.
But you ain't just thinking about
first thing.
that her dad is a billionaire.
That's how we are. We
You
don't
ain't
care.
thought about her dad is a
She
billionaire.
ugly. We don't care. We don't care.
Right,
She
don't
ugly.
that never matter. She ugly.
She ugly and she got a flat booty, and you gonna sleep with her.
Oh, me? You go ahead on then. Go on then.
about it.
You keep that then.
Exactly.
When men go and cheat, they think most times y'all think with the wrong head. And you get out there, you're not even looking above the neck. You're looking at that booty with that chest looking like this, that, and the third. Like your goal is just to get you something.
But what if that's how
She
he
can
with you?
be ugly, weave, raggedy.
That's how she is with you.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say, but what if to him you really not that good looking, but he with you for other reasons?
You'll never know.
'Cause
That
my last girlfriend, to be honest with you, damn, I hope she ain't logged in, but I hope she don't know that she the lab.
people don't know how they fall.
So yeah, she might not know how she fall, but she wasn't the best looking person, but she has a good heart. She was a good person.
But that was your
But
girlfriend.
that's my girlfriend, but she wasn't good looking. So
But
it's gonna
you
be
knew-
hard for her to find a side chick and say, "Oh, she ain't better looking than me." Ooh,
anybody
I
could
didn't
be.
stoop bad.
Anybody can do that. So wait, so you consciously you made her your girlfriend, and she wasn't very attractive.
She wasn't really physically my type. I mean, she was decent enough for me to be aroused when we trying to do our thing, but
Wow.
she wasn't finna walk in the room and have a dude just jacking her.
It's
She
not gonna
wasn't that
happen.
type.
She don't
She
turn
wasn't that
heads.
type. Nah, she wasn't that type. She's a sweet person, good heart, you know what I'm saying? But she was boring. That's the main reason why we broke up. She was boring.
She's not attractive and she's boring.
Yeah, that's
Poor thing.
Can we
Okay.
change the concept of cheating up to just looking for sponsorship?
Okay, what is that?
That's financial.
They're the
That's
two-
what she knows,
No,
financial.
because
They're
sponsors
different.
can give you just time. You look at sponsorship, you need to look at somebody. You looking to somebody to give you something that you're missing or that you want for whatever the case may be. So just like women sometimes cheat. Oh, I just cheated because he was funny. I slept with that guy because he had money and he paid my bills. Or I slept with this guy because he had a nice car. People cheat for different reasons. Just like how he was saying, I know a dude who's late 20s right now with the lady that's like early 50s.
Really?
And it's because she got that check.
And she'll
And give him whatever. She'll look at him like, hey, whatever you want, just be here when I get here
And
to
break
give
me
me
off.
what I want. But
That happens often.
but he also has a main chick. And the main chick doesn't know about the older lady, you know what I'm saying? But the young chick is bad. I'm talking about bad. You be looking at her like, yo, what are you doing, bro?
He with this woman
But-
for money? He's
yeah,
only
he-
with the old woman for money.
Well, he spends more of his time with the woman with the money.
Because he got her. He got
And, but the main chick doesn't know. Now the thing is, he taking the young chick out on dates with money
her
that
money.
he got.
He got to do
You
it. If he
see what
got
I'm
to do
saying?
that, though. He got to do that. That's
But
probably why he ain't been caught.
in either case, it's sponsorship.
He gotta do
The
that.
older lady giving him money, the young chick
And
giving
the
him
older lady
time and
knows
physical
that-
experiences.
The older lady knows he got some little young chick. She don't care. She just getting what she want out the deal.
Which is why you got number twos and
It's an arrangement.
priority lists.
But old men do that too. So you have old men.
Exactly.
You have old men. Because I know when I was a young girl, 20 something, I had men sponsors. They pay all your bills. They don't care. You just need to be available when they call.
When they call.
So I'm just being honest.
And
I've
some
experienced that.
people just have that low list of expectations from you. And that's it. Just like how he was saying he was boyfriend number 2 for X amount of time because all he needed to give her was this little minuscule amount of his time or this little minuscule amount of his money to buy drinks, and then they go into the motel or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, each case is sponsoring something for the other person.
Yeah, it's very interesting. All right, let me read some of y'all's comments. Kevin says a woman will never understand man's reasonings. That's why we want you to share with us. We're trying to get into your head.
You can hear it, but don't mean you understand it.
But tell me, help me understand, because I don't understand. Jonathan says, if your wife or girl ain't giving you any, you ain't hitting it right. Oh. Okay, JT.
I hear you.
Okay. He said if she ain't giving it to you. I think he might have a point there. Because if it's good, like in my relationship, I don't turn him down. Why? I'm missing out if I turn him down. Like, why would I say
Absolutely.
no? I think he might have a point there. If she ain't giving you any, you ain't hitting it right.
But then why she'll tell him how to hit it right?
Because it hurts y'all feelings. Y'all
No.
ego can't sustain
It
that.
might be so simple like, babe, I like to be choked when we having sex.
Sometimes.
It might not be nothing about the size of the stroke. It might
All
be
of
talk
it.
dirty to me, call
Sometimes-
me all kind of names, and that'll turn her on. But he don't think she like that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I had a scenario. I had a dude who simple fix. I was like, can we try another position? Because he only liked missionary. This is just very simple, very basic. He only liked missionary. So I was like, can we try another position? Then he answered, well, how many men have you been with? Like he just it crushed his ego for me to ask a simple thing. Can we just flip me over, just do something else? And he couldn't even handle that. So we can't always tell y'all.
That's just him.
It's fun you say
A
that.
lot
because-
of men have this issue.
No.
It's-
Because I've been in a situation where, dude was telling me things he didn't like physically or whatever. And I'm like, well, I can't sit here and tell him what I like, what I don't like physically about him or what he's lacking because he can't take it.
But he's not a natural pleaser. Me, I'm a pleaser. Let me know.
Right, let me know. I
I'm a
gotta
pleaser.
have
I love
communication.
please.
Really?
Yeah, if you ain't
See,
telling
I'm
me,
a big time pleaser.
We
I
can't-
would be pissed if you don't tell me. To be
right?
honest with you.
We can't have that out of this world sex if we don't communicate like that. We
Yeah.
can't. It's gonna be almost impossible if you don't tell me that's the spot. That's not the spot. You don't. How can we do that if you
It's
just
the
don't?
approach.
That's not gonna work.
It's the approach. It's how you say it. To the
I
person.
will say the best lovers are the ones who listen and take constructive criticism.
Definitely.
The best lovers on the planet are the ones that you can say, baby, I like it like this, try it like
me.
that.
Right.
And they do it. And they don't feel
But
no
see
way
how
about
you
it.
said it.
Yeah.
How you said
I'm
it.
saying,
You see
like,
what I'm saying?
I'm saying it the same way.
Some women just get harsh with him. Like you just can't.
I do.
Okay,
You
that's
saying
right.
it instead of
But hold up. That's true for some men. Okay, let me say this. There are some men who just don't have that grind in them. Like they just can't break your
That
back.
rhythm.
They just can't do it. I don't care. You can say, I want you to do it harder. They just can't. You can say, I want you to break my back, and they
just don't
they
have
don't
the
have the
equipment.
ability.
Give
They
us
might
a
have
That's a
moonshine.
they
whole
might
nother
have-
Give us a
ball game.
moonshine.
There is, and this is like, how do you tell a man, I want you to break my back. I want to be crawling when you finish.
When he
they
in the deep,
cannot
deep,
do
you
it.
got to say harder and harder
And sometimes
and
they
harder
can't.
and
And
throw it back
sometimes-
on. You can't just be laying there want him to give it to you. You got to
Some
put
of
it back
them
on.
just can't do it.
But he just a weak
Tony,
dude then.
They just don't have it in them. They just don't have
He just
it.
weak then.
And so, and I mean, I've experienced that where I've been like, man, you just don't have that grind in you. You just can't do it. And that we couldn't, we weren't sexually compatible because that's not gonna work.
It's just
Now
like,
my
hurry
last
up and get it
girlfriend,
over
the
with.
bird girl, she was like your dude.
The
She
bird girl.
the boring girl.
Okay.
She only wanted to do the missionary.
Only.
Man, it was like trying to wrestle a battle to get her to flip over. It was so tight. You flip her over, she wouldn't rock the mic.
Oh,
She told me she didn't do that. She said she didn't want me to look at her differently.
poor
I'm
thing.
looking at you differently.
This who you chose to be your girl? Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Right.
Okay.
And he chose
Out of all
her.
the women, I
She
gotta say it, bro. 'cause Everybody
unattractive,
else thinking
she
it. So,
boring.
Right.
She
I'm
only
trying
want
something
missionary.
different.
but this is the
She
one
don't
who's the
go
girlfriend,
down.
though.
I was
I
try-
don't see the perks.
I was trying to do something different.
Well, you did it different.
So
did
she
it
don't
different.
look
You live and
good.
learn.
She don't have good.
I didn't say she didn't look good. I didn't say she was one of the prettiest. Like
Yeah,
she's
she don't
like
look good.
C minus, maybe C.
Yeah, she don't look
Tony,
good.
why? I'm just so confused.
I'm trying something different.
Okay, you tried it.
Well,
I was trying it one way, it wasn't working.
What was the
tried.
plus with her? What were the pros with her? 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, she was nice. She was caring, compassionate, had a good career. Was going to school, had all these degrees and stuff. I'm like, hey, let me try this. Maybe I need to slow up.
sounds like a
slow
mama
it.
or sister or something. I don't know.
Hey, yeah,
nice
well, yeah,
career,
well, man.
degree. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, hey, you live and learn. I went through it. It didn't work.
She's nice.
She didn't want to
I'm
rock the
trying to read
mic.
y'all's comments. Amy says, I'm entirely too old school. Don't cheat. If you want more than one, be honest in the beginning. Otherwise, my Russian ancestry is going to deal accordingly.
Oh,
Old school people cheated.
Yeah, old school people did cheat. Just
Yeah,
to
so what
have
that
a
mean,
valid
yeah.
point. All right, I'm trying to read y'all's comments. Darren says it is a learned behavior from our elders. If they taught more on being with one person, we all wouldn't be out here trying to get more.
Agreed.
If everybody telling you that you a pimp and you lying to kick it, doing it for years will make you continue to act this way. Christina OJ says, let us tell little girls that they need to get that dude with more money, and they are called gold diggers and not teaching proper value from men. It's true. We can't really, you can't really say that, right? and nobody really tells you that. They tell you to marry for love and you know, go with your heart or whatever. But men are taught like, and like Darnell was on the show last week. He said if he brought home a girl that didn't have a big butt, his dad would be like,
yeah, but that's one girl.
Roll session.
That's one girl. If you bringing her home, at that point she's graduated from
His
just
dad
having
will judge
casual
him.
sex.
his dad is not going to approve of a woman.
But no,
his dad
I'm
will
saying
judge
that's
relationship
one
When
woman.
he just talk about
What
the
I'm
girl,
saying
when
is
he's
that's
like
one
disapproval.
woman though.
with one woman.
That's what I'm saying. This is not multiple women. He's bringing home one woman, the one he thinks is the one. That's who you introduce into your parents.
Yes, but his dad would judge that one
Of
woman
course.
if she don't
If
have a
she's
good
That's
butt.
not his
It's okay,
dad's
judge.
relationship.
But is he just judging, or
He
is
not
he just
saying-
not approve? Like, oh, I don't want you to be with her. She ain't got no fat. Well, he just
Nah,
cracking
he
jokes.
just
I'm cracking
cracking jokes.
You will
If I
crack
got a
up.
son, he bring a fun looking girl. I'm a crack joke, but if she
Yeah.
treat my son good, I'm happy for y'all.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Agree. Yeah.
She had I caught like a pistol, but she made me
Darnell
happy.
said
Yeah.
his dad wanted all his boys to be players because he couldn't be. His dad been married for a long time, so he said he raised all his boys to be players because he couldn't be. Brandon says Negroes love to interchange women, relationships, and marriage responsibilities to justify their ignorance. They aren't the same. Letitia says, is this only taught in black homes? I don't know. Somebody who's not black, share. Is this taught in your homes? I don't know.
It's taught him more. I think it is taught more in black. For it's just acceptable
whole
to go
pimp
get
mentality.
as many women as you
Yeah.
can. The more men and women you get, the more of a man you are.
Is that just a black thing?
Yeah,
Unfortunate. That's
I don't
unfortunate.
think
I'm not. I don't know.
I can't believe that.
I don't think so.
I can't agree with
Probably
I don't
not just
know.
a black thing, but probably
Okay,
more prominent.
Trisha and Michael share, like, okay, was this taught in your homes? This whole thing, I don't know. I mean, I'm black, so I don't know. So I want to know if this taught in other races. And Kevin, you're listening. Chime in and let us know. Is cheating taught in white homes as well? Love says David lost his first baby with Bathsheba because of cheating. Kaya Joe says more cheating. There's more cheating now because it's easier access with social media, texting, and cell phones.
Easier to find out.
All right. Caloria says it wasn't that it was acceptable then, it was just different. Men had their side chicks in order. They didn't come home for the wife. They knew their place. They also didn't have to worry about it being on social media. Also, in most cases, the wife had a ton of children and was the homemaker. Where was she going to go with an 8th grade education and 10 children? He took care of home, and she had to turn her head and let him cheat in peace. Cheating isn't new. Michael says the hard part is severing ties to your old situation. Caloria says, can you please ask him how being a side dude has affected his views on women? I feel like I know, but I'm just curious. So that's a question for you, Tony. How has being a side dude affected your views on women?
I mean, it ain't nothing I didn't know before. It just made it more. I had the evidence to say that, hey, I'm dealing with this situation. So I know it's not always the man that's cheating. I
So
knew
you
before,
know
'cause I knew
women
other women before I was dealing with them was cheating around. But now that actually experiencing it, go through it, just bring a different light, give me a different testimony. So hey,
Do you
look,
think
not
all women
only-
cheat?
I don't say all women cheat. I don't think all of nobody cheats.
Do you think you can tell a woman that's a cheater versus one that's not?
I'm glad you brought it up. I think it's a difference with men and women. Most women, they try to find out if a man is cheating. Most men, our prides don't want to find out. If it come to us, we'll check. But we ain't finna go through all the stuff y'all go through trying to find out. Our pride don't want to be hurt like that. We don't want to kill nobody.
So y'all don't go looking for it.
It's most guys that we don't want to know. I mean, we want to know, but we don't want to know.
If you feel something, then you might change it.
I feel like if it's gonna come to me, it's gonna come to me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. And that was a good thing about my last girl. That's one thing. She had the white girl mentality. A lot of white girl mentality. Like they'll let their man do it. Just don't let it come to their house. That's their thing. Don't let it come to them.
Well, I don't have that.
I've heard that from a white girl before. She's like, hey, long as she don't get nobody come knocking on my door, calling my phone.
I don't care. Honey, please, let me tell you something.
I can't do that.
I don't want it coming to my house, and I don't want it being away from my house. I don't want it in a hat. I don't want it in a cat. I don't want it green eggs and ham. I don't want it Salmon L. I don't want it, period. Like, I don't want no cheating, period. Like, and I don't care about me not knowing about it or me being disrespected. I don't want it done, period. So we have a cheating clause, by the way. So our cheating clause is, if you do it, I'm going to do it.
and he knows full well I mean it.
That's like an open relationship.
We don't cheat, but I'm saying if he did, I would. That doesn't mean that we're cheating. He doesn't cheat. I don't cheat. If he did, I would. Now, him knowing that I would and believing me when I tell him I would stops him from doing it. Or maybe he loved me like you said and he won't do it. I don't know, but he don't do it and I don't do it. If he cheated, you don't think I would? Do you know what I do for a living? I have access to multiple men.
Access don't mean you can do it.
Listen to me. If he cheated on me, and it would be epic. Trust me. If he cheated on me, it would be epic. I promise you that.
If a woman looks you in your face,
just like she said, it ain't gonna solve anything. We're done. Yeah. But I'm gonna get you back.
What if he loses it and kill you or hurt you?
If a woman looks you in your face and says, "I will cheat on you," she will cheat on you.
I mean, I don't.
What if he look back and say, "I will kill you"?
I don't even. But Tony,
you gotta believe him.
The truth is, I don't want to. Like, I have no desire in my heart to be with anybody else. Like, period. I could be with him for the rest of my life. But I'm saying, if you choose to step out there, I'm gonna do it too. Just know, and I'm gonna do it better.
I think that's a
just know that. You can say, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm just telling you what it is. And you can judge it however you want, but it's what it is. You do it to me, you gonna get got. Period. Period, and it's gonna be better. So anyway, let me go back to my reading your comments. Oh, somebody's calling. Okay. Hey caller. Hey caller, welcome to Conversations with Cupid.
Hey Shay, how you doing?
Hey, is this Michael?
Yes, it is.
Hey Michael, Happy New Year.
Same to you.
All right, what's your comment?
So I mean, I remember you said you asked if it was like taught in white homes or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't feel like. I think it just depends on the home situation, regardless of race or anything else. Because I feel like if you're in a home where your dad is, married to your mom, you don't have to be like, hey, son, go out there and cheat, because that's not going to be a good look, and that advice isn't going to fly. So I think a lot of times it's more home structure than it is going to be a race-based thing. But there's some stuff that was said, like comments. Like, I find it, like, crazy that you got people out here, for all intents and purposes, like, condoning domestic violence and, like, some, like, sexual assault type stuff in some of their comments. Like, that's not cool either. Like, just because a chick's your wife or she cheats on you, you're going to get physically violent, but you're doing the exact same thing and you're excusing that because you're a dude. That's, like, not healthy at all.
No, I agree with you on that. Back to what you were saying about being taught in homes. What I mean is, so I grew up in a two-parent home, but my father was cheating, okay? And not that I'm a woman, so obviously he didn't raise me to cheat or anything like that. But what I mean is I saw it. I knew that it was going on. I knew that, that's the side chick. I knew, I was aware of these situations. And what I mean, growing up black, it doesn't have to be your parents. It could be an uncle. It could be a cousin. It's just men in the community validating guys for having more than one girlfriend. Like, good job, son. You got 2 girlfriends. That kind of thing. So whether it was home, it wasn't.
Infidelity is not a uniquely black or white experience. I think it transcends racial lines, cultural lines, everything else. I think the dynamics of it, like a lot of that stuff people talk about. Like I was trying to say this earlier in the comments, so it probably got lost. But like, if you look at all these things, all these concepts people are holding to, and they want to talk about, well, back in the day it's this way. What they're really saying is it was a time where women didn't have that autonomy to behave the same way we did because they didn't have the access to careers and finance and other shit that they do now. So it's a totally different scenario. Now a woman has the ability to not need you, and so she has the power to be able to move the way you move, and now dudes are bothered by it. So it's a double standard for the most part. And so it's just funny to me when people say all this stuff like, back in the day we were courting. Well, courting was because a woman was basically going to be attached to you for all intents and purposes, because when she left her parents' home, she was moving in with you. She didn't have the ability to get a job that allowed her to live autonomously, so that's why you had to court and why there was a process. We don't need that anymore because a woman doesn't necessarily need you for that, and we marry and date and partner for entirely different reasons. So the logic is like completely flawed when people want to try and apply old school concepts to new school situations.
Okay. You want to comment?
As far as the courtship comment, the difference is your parents were involved in that situation, not just the females. Like, her dad was there to make sure she got put with the right guy and vice versa. Like, his parents were responsible to, I guess, raise the right man for somebody's daughter. So people would get involved. There was domestic violence situations back in the day. That might start a war. It wasn't just oh, okay, we hooked you up with this arranged marriage.
I mean, I disagree completely. If you look historically, domestic violence was going on for a long time, and once the woman left the house, like, I mean, yeah, there might have been select situations, but it was way more prevalent back in the day, and a woman didn't have the same avenues to escape those situations because they didn't have access, again, the social power to walk away from it. So this concept of, oh, yeah, you know, no, and on top of that, really what folks were looking at was the qualification of, can you meet these certain things? And it's the same concepts we hold today about what we want in a partner, but it's gender neutral now because we want people that can, you know, and what those concepts are shift side to side depending on the unique construct of the two people involved. But it's not always like back in the day was a man absolutely has to be a provider. A man absolutely has to have these set criteria. And if you're not bringing that, I'm not allowing you to have my daughter because I'm entrusting basically her entire future to you because she doesn't have options outside of you. And it's not like that anymore.
Yeah,
so
the options
process isn't necessary in the same way it was.
Options make this whole scenario different today versus, you know,
Absolutely.
years ago. And to your point,
and I think that's why cheating is so different today is because we date and marry for different reasons and we cheat for different reasons. Like I heard a lot of stuff where people were saying, oh, women cheat for this reason or men cheat for this reason. People don't cheat up, down, they cheat different. And so if a woman is not feeling emotionally fulfilled and the dude provides her comfort and conversation or whatever else, and she gives them space and opportunity, it might lead into that. If a dude is not feeling physically fulfilled, it might lead into that. But it could be the same thing where if a woman's not feeling physically fulfilled or you let yourself go and her personal trainer's giving her compliments or whatever you're not providing, it's not so much that people cheat up or down, they cheat different. Now, you can qualify that and say, well, this person's a downgrade in these aspects or upgrade in these aspects, but it's always about different. Like, it's never no one's going out and cheating with the same person they got at home.
No, absolutely. But women will still judge with, you know, you might not see it as up or down, but I'm still going to look at, if you cheat on me, I'm still going to look at who you cheated on me with, and I'm going to make an assessment.
But that's a coping mechanism.
Well,
it's not really rooted in the
but
fact that, I mean, that's a coping mechanism. That's how you justify it to yourself. That's not why
justified, whatever, but it's going to be said that you cheated down because she's ugly. Period. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. In your mind, it couldn't even been. It might not even be true, but that's what it's going to be told. That's the story that's going to be told. Or he cheated on me with a girl that worked in Family Dollar. That's going to be the story that's told. Whatever. I'm just telling you. That's how I hear the stories. When I hear the stories, I always hear, when I hear from a woman's perspective, she always tells me this thing about, he cheated on me with a girl with a gold tooth. He cheated on me. This is how I hear it. He cheated on me with a girl with blue.
She can't even blend her makeup right.
Right. It's gonna be something about, he cheated on me with a girl who live in the projects. It's gonna be something that is like, oh, really? Like, that's just how we gonna tell the story. So you can call
dramatic.
It coping mechanism, justify, whatever you want to call it. That's how it's gonna be told. You cheated.
No, absolutely, down. Absolutely. And I think that's my entire point. Is I think ultimately we are the only difference between modern society and past times is we have more access to realize how many options we have between dating websites and social media and everything else.
Yeah.
We're much more aware of how many people want us and how many options we have, and that's why cheating maybe isn't more prevalent, but it's more. I would say it happens with more people now. I think people used to form like individual side relationships because it was limited in how many people you knew wanted you. You know, it was a coworker or the girl that, you know, you did lunch with when you're in the office. But now it's like you're forced to like face all these people who are from high school, from your past work relationships. You see more of what's available to you, and I think that's why maybe cheating is different now. I'm gonna get off the phone. Let y'all get back to y'all conversation.
Thank you for calling, Michael. Happy New Year. But I think you have a good point. I think there's more options. You know, we have more access to people who might be interested in us, so it makes cheating. I know when Facebook first got started, a lot of people were saying it was ruining relationships. Now I don't agree that Facebook ruins relationships, but a lot of people were saying that because of his point. You meeting up with people from high school, you know, everybody that you're friends with on your Facebook page you've known from either a job or a school or something, you know, and it's like all these potentials. Oh, somebody inbox you, I've always had a crush on you. That's a potential. You know, this is an ex. You have potential to reconnect. You have all these people that you have potentials to get with, so it widens your pool of people that you might cheat with.
But we have opportunities every day. Look how many people you walk past a day, whether you're at work, at the grocery store,
but you don't have access to all those people.
What you doing? I got an opportunity to say something to you. Hey, young lady, how you doing? I think you're very beautiful, young lady.
That's different than social media.
It depends. I know some guys, hey, they shooting they shot left and right on the street. Anything walk by, they going for it.
I hear it. But I mean, what I'm saying more access. I have 5,000 people at my disposal versus walking down the street. It's different. That's two different things. It's two different worlds. But what were you gonna say?
I was about to speak on how y'all brought up the social media thing. Like how you said, there's some people, and they're very few though, that are comfortable with just walking up to a female. You know, a lot of times men won't shoot their shot in person. When you get on social media, period, whether it's just a chat room or actually a social media dating site, people get that courage when it comes to just typing you a message.
Yeah, you do get that keyboard courage. That's a known fact. Well, even before social media, it's easier for a person to express themselves through writing than it is to speaking for most people. That's even before social media. I will grant you that, but at the same time, I know some young ladies, I had conversations with some very attractive women who say they get hit on at least 20 times a day by a dude. No matter where they walking down the street or the game station. And so you can imagine how the inbox is. But see, it's still out of 20, that's a high number. Even if she choose one or two, that's a shot that's made.
All right.
Say if she getting 20, then she probably getting 40 or 50 inbox.
Exactly.
Possibly, yeah.
Because if you get it on the street, you get on the street, they just like you said, they get that courage. You know what I'm saying? They get that courage to just shoot. You can go shoot at 20 people in one copy and paste. You know what I'm saying? Then walking down the street.
Copy and paste.
Right. I'm sure they do it.
Copy and paste game. They spend the same game.
I'm trying to figure out how to even come on to a woman in the inbox like that.
I get hit on more in person than I do on social media.
But you probably don't have a lot of people friends. Like, I know some people got real tight social media. They only have 100, 200 people friends. Like her, she's got 5,000 friends. As much as Facebook can allow. So you might not get it. I know some people have some tight pages. If they don't know you personally, like you don't know their mama name, they ain't gonna add you.
Right.
I know people like that.
I'm trying to read what y'all are saying. Yeah, Sean says you can be whoever you want on social media.
Be if you want to be at the bar too.
You know. Anyway,
not without that check.
I've been an NFL player in the bar before.
Yeah, but you had to check. You had to check to supply the drinks or something.
It didn't take that much.
That's what I want to talk about. Isn't cheating expensive?
Depends on
how you do it.
Depends on how you gotta have that confidence to say, hey, some guy, if all he got is money, yeah, he gonna have to spend that check. But if I know I'm fun, whether we at the doggone ice cream shop or we at the Sundial, we going to the ice cream shop. You finna have a good time.
I would just think it's expensive because you got a home to take care of, and you got to pay for these dates or outings or hotels or whatever you're doing with this other person. That's going to cost more money.
Girlfriends are expensive, period. If I okay, let's say if it just take a month time, each weekend I go out with a different woman. That check still gonna be the same if I go out with one girl.
No, but you got a girlfriend, so you already got that bill. You know what I'm saying? You got a girlfriend,
but
so
it's
you got that
still
bill.
a bill. You got to think 4 dates is 4 days.
Right, but you don't
4
agree.
different people or one person. It's still 4 days.
You don't agree that it's cheaper to be single than it is to be have a wife and family at home and cheat.
It depends on how invested you are in
How is
situation.
it? Well, I guess so. But how is it gonna be cheaper if you got a relationship at home? It's gonna be.
You still depends on whether she's a liability or a comfort. Okay, you got women. You got certain women that are overly nurturing. So when you go over there, like he said, he had a little side chick or whatever. There's some women you might go over there. She done cook for you.
Oh, you don't have to spend any money on her.
You don't have to spend any money. She might give you some money.
Right.
So she might be an asset. You see what I'm saying?
But for the most part,
a lot of these women aren't always coming with their hand out, give me. Some of them bossed up right now. They're like, look, I don't even need you for this. I just need the D. Come through. I'm going to treat you like a king. And then their pride comes in. I did you better than she ever could.
So
you see what I'm saying? But then they might not wife it.
Yeah, so you're saying for some of these women,
husband,
you don't have to spend any money. You just come over, give it a D. She cooking for you.
Exactly.
So it's an exception to every rule.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about for the most part.
I would think it'd be expensive to cheat.
For the most part.
If you sharing a home with somebody, you paying mortgages and bills and whatnot. Plus you got these and you cooking. You got to feed her too, your wife and your kids or whatever. And you taking these little chicks out on dates and buying purses and shoes or whatever. I'm thinking that would be more expensive. Cause aren't you paying the side chicks to be quiet too?
That's where it comes to what I said earlier. Don't cheat with nobody who you don't have nothing to lose.
Right. That go back to his point. Right. Good point.
The hush money now, that could be expensive.
Yeah, hush
if you
money,
can get with a messy chick, that could be expensive. Cause I know somebody who had a messy chick who always threatened to go to the wife and tell her, I'm like, why did he mess with her, bro? She is killing your bank account, dog. Killing your bank account.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that's gonna be more expensive, and yet, like you said, especially if you are like a basketball player or somebody in the entertainment, somebody with a lot of money or whatever, and I know you have a lot of money, you gotta pay me to be quiet. So yeah, that's probably
I'm paying Keisha.
Right, and they probably get a bunch of people like that coming on to them. Yeah. That's interesting. All right. So you have been cheated on, and then you've cheated in retaliation. Have you cheated and it wasn't retaliation?
Well, we spoke on this earlier about, not getting what you need. There was a situation where I felt like I wasn't getting what I needed emotionally, but it was like, and I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of it at all. I'm not bragging. I was wrong. I put it out there. I'm woman enough to say I was wrong. But I'm not ready to let go of this, but, I need to get what I
Need.
am not getting from, so.
What was missing from him?
Sex. So why not, like you told me earlier, why not just leave?
I wasn't selfish.
Okay, what were you getting? Okay,
You told me to leave because the
tell
sex
me,
was
paint the
good.
picture. What were you getting from your man?
Sex.
All you were getting from your man was sex.
It's sex. It's like something emotionally just wasn't clicking.
He wasn't giving you the emotional part, but
Right.
the physical part he was giving you.
Yeah.
So this new dude is giving you the emotional part. He's listening to you.
Yeah.
How was your day?
We're
babe?
spending time. We're talking. We're laughing. We're having fun. It's just, all of this stuff I'm not getting.
Getting at home.
Or he's giving me attention that I'm not getting at home.
And so did you end up sleeping with him, or that was the cheating?
That was the cheat. It was emotional.
It was
cheating.
just emotional cheating,
it wasn't
no
a
physical.
situation, nothing physical.
And so that's why I want. That's why I want to know, because I know that happens a lot with women, where it could be a work husband or just a buddy, but they're giving you this piece emotionally. You're not doing anything with them physically. You're just spending time with him. You're just talking about your problems, and he's listening. Would you be hurt by that? Some people are more hurt by that emotional cheating than they are physical.
I think so, because more times than not, the sex is whatnot. If it's got an emotion, the sex is whatnot. He just want a good closer. I believe he could have hit.
Yeah.
He wanted a good closer. Yeah. He wanted a good closer. That's what that was.
Yeah.
He was there. He was right there.
He was putting that work in.
And he just dropped it.
Some kind of way.
It was there. He had you.
Have you ever been with a woman who you were just with her emotionally? You were just giving her that piece that she was missing emotionally.
You probably don't know that's what you're doing, but yeah, you trying to hit. But
you think the end result is
yeah,
to hit,
yeah.
is
So
to
you
have
give it
sex.
to emotion. Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
And so you were the shoulder to cry on. You knew she had a man.
And sometimes it be sincere, but I mean,
Very rare.
I mean, I'm talking about in my younger days. when I
But
was
your
doing
motive
shit
is, I'm gonna be here for her because eventually I'm gonna
Right.
close the deal.
And it could be the other way. It could be asked to he's sincere, just see that the other dude ain't doing what he's supposed to do and come in. So I guess each situation can be different. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I have to cut that off, because I know, like, somebody could just, even like clients, after they have, I had a client, I had matched him. He was in a relationship, and he just wanted to talk, like, just talk to me, like, I guess that emotional piece or whatever. And I was just like, no, are you talking? In the same vicinity, I felt like he was getting something from me that he should have been getting from her. So I had to just say, you need these conversations you have with me, you need to have with her. And it's easy to fall into, because you just be a friend to them. Like, you just, that's how it starts.
Sometimes you need a different ear.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be me unless you sending me a check every time. The reason why I'm gonna charge you, so that we keep the line there, right? So you don't cross into this. You're getting your emotional needs from me. I'm gonna send you an invoice every time we have this conversation, so that you keep it like this. Like, I'm not your friend. Like, don't call me. Like, seriously. Like, don't use me emotionally. Get that from your woman. And I think that's what you have to draw the line somewhere, because people do cheat emotionally.
What if money doesn't separate that line? You got dudes who pay money
And
to
they
go
don't
see
care.
their favorite stripper and just to talk to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
White
saying?
men on the tourist video. White strip clubs, they up pay a girl plenty much to
Yeah,
talk to
just
them.
sit there and talk to them. So
You think that only happens at
that
white
might
clubs?
not separate.
I
Most
see it
of
more-
white strip
I see
clubs.
it more at white clubs.
Yeah.
And I had that question.
Definitely.
A beautiful young lady worked at Cheetah. I knew nothing about Cheetah Town. I said it was a white folk club. They had good food, and I went there for the first time. I'm like, baby, find a job. Why you working at Madison? Because I used to folk making it rain there. She said,
Right.
I'm going there to sweat out my makeup and hair, and I can sit in here and talk to one of
Right.
them for 20 minutes. He give me $100.
Right. They
Just
don't even
to
let it
talk.
rain.
Yeah.
Just to talk.
They don't even have to dance.
No.
Sit in their
Because
lap.
of Cheetah, they don't dance. Nobody don't do it but sway.
Right, they ain't really
Ain't no
They ain't working
twerking.
it, breaking it
no.
down.
See, strip clubs are different.
No,
People-
they doing like
Cheetah's
that the
for
whole
the
time.
execs.
That's all they
That's
doing.
all they
All strip clubs are not the
executives.
same.
That's all they doing.
Ain't no
They ain't no
real
splits, ain't
dancing.
running stage,
Really?
swing around the pole.
They ain't
no.
sweating. They ain't working for
Can't
it.
make it rain. They disrespectful.
Really?
Make it rain. They disrespectful.
Yeah.
They get security to come over there. Hey, you don't let me put no money.
So they just give you some, just sit down and talk to me.
Yeah.
But are they naked still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can be.
Sometimes they don't be.
Interesting. Okay, we have a call. That's so interesting.
Welcome to WZUP.
Hey, caller. You listen to too much Martin. Hey, caller. Welcome to Conversations with Cupid.
Hey, Shay. Happy New Year's, love.
Hey, love. Happy New Year.
Hi. I just wanted to touch on the fact about emotional cheating and whether or not it would be considered worse or just or less worse than physical cheating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of feel like in a lot of cases for women, you need to get through the emotional part first to even get comfortable to even physically cheat. So it's like more so don't do anything that you feel you need to sneak in order, from your mate. That way you're not even tiptoeing on emotional cheating or then follow up by physically cheating.
So you're saying
if you
emotional
just
cheating comes before physical?
Don't do anything that you wouldn't want your mate to find out that you're doing. Then you won't fall into, I don't know how I got here. I don't know how I started to emotionally be invested in this other person.
Right. And I think that it's common for women to feel emotionally neglected. I've heard that so many times from women who said, he just didn't give me what I needed emotionally. And we know we're emotional beings.
Yeah, but you know what? I hear that excuse often, and at the same time, we need to take accountability for ourselves as well. We're all grown. We know how to pop off when we're upset, so we need to be able to convey when we're neglected in a certain way. So just say, hey, I need this, I need that. Or if this is not going to change, this is what is going to happen.
Now, did you have any experiences on either side of this coin with cheating?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You know I did. I told you that on
the
board.
But I want to see if you want to share.
As far as my situation, I was a young, dumb chick. I was young and dumb and, trying to be grown instead of ignoring the signs that I saw. And I was like, okay, stop doing this. I know what you're doing. I never had to search. It always came to me. And so I just got to the point where I was like, you know what? Emotionally, I know I need to detach from my ex-fiance. I also came up with a plan. I saw Whitney Houston say that she had to have a plan of escape from Bobby Brown.
Are you still there? Uh-oh.
Obama phone minutes ran out.
Can I say something
Yeah.
too? Of course you have to ask questions. I've never wanted to say, how did I get here? Because I'm the type of person, I always believe that cheating is a choice.
It is.
Whether it's physical, I would never blame the other person. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, I wasn't getting what I needed or wasn't, this, that, and the third.
Hold on, this is Love. Love, hey, welcome to Conversations with
Yeah,
Cupid.
sorry. Don't beat me up too much on the board now. Jesus. They're going to come for me about my phone dropping. But
Somebody said it wasn't a phone.
I just basically got to the point where I was like, all right, I'm going to do me. I told him, but it was also an escape plan for me. I was like, all right, you can't stop cheating. I'm not in a place emotionally to completely detach. A $2,000 two-bedroom rent in New York. I want to move to Atlanta. I'm going to use you to get what I want. In the meantime, I'm going to entertain other people. That was what it was.
Okay. So
He didn't believe me.
So okay, you living with him.
I did what I wanted to do.
You stayed with him so he could pay the rent.
Respected him.
While you could stack your money to move here. But you were still sleeping. But you chose to step out.
No, I stopped sleeping with him because I was just like, you dirty. You out here with randoms. I'm getting calls left and right. No, I just kind of stopped respecting who he was. I no longer had that desire to do quote unquote wifely duties. I just was like, you're a means to an end. You're gonna pay these bills this month. I'm gonna stack my money. I'm gonna start seeing other people, and I'm gonna move. And he didn't believe me and until he started moving there.
Wait,
And that was it.
she told him she's gonna see other people. He let her.
Yes, I told him. I wish you could do a three-way with him. Yeah, I did tell him.
I'm trying to get somebody killed.
Okay, so have you had a conversation with him where he knows that this is really what happened?
It was. It was years and years and years of emotional abuse. And, cheated left and right. It's total disrespect. And so I was like,
I can't hear you now. It's real muffled. I can't hear you. Love, I can't hear you. We can't hear you. It's real muffled.
Oh, I said it came to a point where I had to take accountability for what I was accepting, and I had to love myself more. So I just was like, I can't do this anymore. I told you more than once. This is years and years of I'm gonna do better and empty promises, and I got set up.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing. Yeah,
You're
it sounded like she was in a tunnel, Monique.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. Happy New Year. All right.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. So we're gonna wrap up. I just want y'all to give your final thoughts on this whole cheating thing. Do you think once a cheater, always a cheater?
No.
You can stop cheating?
More times than not. It depends on if you're a habitual cheater, then probably not. If you cheated a time or two, then yeah, it might be some hope for you.
Is this something you're honest about? Well, you've never cheated in a relationship. You've just been party to cheating.
And I've been cheated on.
You've been cheated on, and you've been the side dude.
Mm-hmm.
So do you share this when you meet somebody?
Yeah, I'm pretty straightforward dude.
Do you share? Well, you've
do.
already told it.
Yeah.
Here. Okay. So
do.
you are honest. Do men judge you when you share that?
No.
Because I would think that men would. Yeah, I think men would judge. I met. Okay, this is a true story. I know a woman who cheated and got divorced. Or she got divorced because she cheated. She cheated, and when she was dating somebody else, the husband told the guy she was dating, we divorced because she cheated on me.
What?
Yes, the husband did, the ex-husband. So he's not, whoever she gets with, he lets them know, So she has to now tell you, because at some point you're going to meet him, and he's going to tell you if she don't tell you. So she's got to tell you up front, this is the situation, because he going to tell you.
They always ask a lot of questions. But
about
it's never,
cheating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's never a situation where they're like, oh, you're a hoe, you're this, you're that. Like,
but their approach may change, though. They may have went from approaching you to like, hey, I may be genuinely interested in her to, she's still cool, I want to hit.
You think that?
So I'm going to keep pursuing it till I hit.
You think knowing that she has cheated before would make them approach her different?
I'm sure I'm saying it's happened every time, but I'm sure one or two of those guys, it has changed their approach.
Would it happen? Would it change your approach?
Hell yeah.
Even though you've been the side dude?
Thank you.
Yeah, but I've never cheated.
But you've been party to cheating.
But I've never been the side dude.
You've been.
I've been the side dude. I've never been the cheater, and I've been cheated on.
So if you met a woman and she told you she cheated, that would change your perspective of would you
depend
date her?
on reasoning, when, how, the circumstances, all that's gonna be heavily factored. It's gonna be like a trial on that thing. With the deliberations and all that kind of stuff. So.
Honestly, if a man say he don't give it a second thought, he lying.
So you think all men would?
If a female come and tell you, yeah, I just broke up a relationship because I was cheating, this what I was cheating. Okay, bam. Not saying it was over or whatever, but I'm gonna keep that in my mind.
Oh, it's process.
Okay, you got it in your blood. That don't mean it's over. You're like a man, but you definitely a different thought now. Definitely, I'm on some different way of handling. Okay, so she got this in her blood, so let me be careful.
But you don't want a woman to bring it up later. You want a woman to just put it out of her mind if you admit that.
That's the thing. Like
I want to bring it at the beginning. The best thing to do is bring it up at the beginning before the emotion get too crazy. Mm-hmm. So I already got it, and it's already passed. I'll learn to deal with it.
It's such a double standard because 9 times out of 10, men are going to tell you they have cheated before. Mm-hmm. So you're going to meet somebody, you say, have you ever cheated? 9 times out of 10, he's going to say, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they'll say it matter of fact, like, yeah, a few times.
Right.
And you're expected to still trust him and still love him and still have this relationship with him. And don't say we don't have a choice. I don't think
we expect, we would like you to.
We don't have a choice. If I say I'm not going to date anybody who's ever cheated, I got 2 dudes to choose from. I mean, it really is going.
Well, you better pick the best of them 2 then.
But somebody else gunning for them too. I feel it though, cause somebody else gunning for them too. So yeah.
It's like so many have cheated before. It's harder to find a man who's not cheated. than it is to find a woman.
It's hard to find. It's easier to find a man who got caught cheating than it is to find a woman who got caught cheating.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't get caught cheating. That's the difference. They cheat. They just don't get caught.
Have
cheating.
you ever
Because
caught
we
a
don't
woman
investigate
cheating?
like that.
You've caught a woman cheating.
Yes.
Tell me the story.
I tapped the phone.
What?
You what?
Oh no, you gotta get the microphone. You gotta tell the
I
story.
did a whole show.
Cheaters.
You
Brought
got-
her up here and everything. Well,
Wait,
understand.
tell the whole story. What happened?
We don't have time. We don't
Give
have
me
time.
give me some like 2 minutes. Just hurry up. Just give it to me.
So you know, when I first came home from prison, I had to stay out of town, and so I had to log into my computer to do work. I'm trying to make the story quick.
Okay.
Log into my computer, and I see she had been emailing her teacher. She was cheating with her teacher. So that situation came up, and so I had been gone like 3 years. So I'm trying to see if this girl I'm finna marry what. So I flew her down where I was. Put a tap on her phone. She left me at 10 o'clock. 10:18, she texted my baby dad, telling me, I miss you. We're going to make it work this time, this and that and the other.
Oh,
I called her, told her, look, I know you cheating with old boy, but I was gone, so it's cool. You let that go. We can go forward and keep it moving. She texts back over to him. He knows something, this and that and the other, this and that and the other. So, yeah, we not together no more.
So you
But
tapped
you
her
gave
phone.
her a pass, though.
How?
Because you said we can let it go.
Because I was locked up. Okay, we let it go.
Yeah, I did. After the fact, after I got caught her, yes, my whole thing was I'm in prison. That's me. I did that. So I'm
And
not
you-
gonna really.
and you have to understand
Yeah,
that
I'm
3
trying to
years is a
understand.
long
Yeah,
time.
let it go. So my whole thing to her, not telling her how I knew. Look, I know you cheating, but let check this out. Just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Right now, and we good. We still gonna get married. It's all good.
Oh, but she kept going.
She kept going and kept
Oh,
telling me,
well,
"Oh, you
yeah,
so
yeah.
stupid. You ain't nobody cheating. I'm just going." I'm like, listen, I know on my mama, I know you cheat. You just meant to do. You know what I'm saying? Just stop. Don't even worry about it. Just stop.
But the second she sent him that text after speaking to you, she showed where the loyalty should.
Exactly, and this your baby dad. So my whole thing was worrying about she slept with him. I was gone. It is what it is. But this your baby dad who we always got to deal with. So I need to know.
She had this baby while you were gone or before?
No, the baby old. And,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well, that's interesting. Oh, I wish you had told me that before because I have so many questions.
Another
But
show.
anyway, it's another show. But anyway, listen, there's a lot of cheating going on. And I see it even with my couples. I see it, it's a lot of cheating going on. And I really want to address the root cause, and I want to understand why, because I think, we can have beautiful relationships. We can have sustaining relationships if we're honest with each other and if we commit and we don't cheat, So whatever we need to do to get to that point where we can build something solid and something beautiful is, really what I want from everybody. Right. So that's why I want to have the show. Definitely not promoting cheating. Definitely not glorifying cheating. Definitely don't believe in cheating. I personally don't cheat. And I don't think anybody should. I mean, I really don't understand the purpose of cheating. I guess that's really where my heart is what's the purpose? If you're not giving me what I want, I need to leave you and go get it from somebody else. Not this half here and half there. Just get it all. Find somebody that can give it all to you. That's my thought. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Oh, thank you all who came out to the Glow Up on Sunday. It was a success. There were about 120 singles there. We had lots of fun. Don't forget, you can still get your calendars at middleclassmatchmaker.com. I have a few more calendars left, so make sure you get your sexy single swimsuit calendars. I have male and female calendars. And we'll see you next week. Smooches.
You're listening to Conversations with Cupid Radio on InstinctRadio.net.
If you would like to advertise your business on Conversations with Cupid, airing every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Instinct Radio, email us at shay@middleclassmatchmaker.com. That's shay@middleclassmatchmaker.com.